Do you like enamel pins?
You know it!
Back the RPPR patron by September 30th.
Oh, I'm doing it!
If you back at $10 or higher, you get a free RPPR enamel pin shipped to you. If you're an international backer, back at the $25 level. Well, there's more details on the Patreon post, which will be linked in this episode. So again, thanks for backing
The pins are so good!
Yes. All right. Enjoy the actual play. Hey, this is Ross Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Ashen Stars, Abundance, episode 2. Kind of, because... well, it's complicated. Anyways, yes, we are dealing with the planet of Abundance 5. It is in the Bleed. It is mostly a synth culture world, which means it was a resort world before the war, the Mohila War. And in this resort, they were emulating one of the famed and historic errors of Earth's past, the Wild West.
Era or error?
Error. Well,
both.
Yeah.
And yes.
Wait, we have West Planet?
Yes, Westworld Planet. Only the people, instead of androids, they used actors who were colonists as well.
Westworld? You mean
Yeah.
Occidental Planet?
Yeah.
It's even a worse idea.
So when the war happened, Abundance 5, like many of these other resort worlds, was cut off from the rest of the galaxy. And so they became a little more reactionary. They decided to enact their culture full time. And to live authentically. You know, there was no downtime and everything, including the children. Previously, they had laws to prevent, to teach the children that computers and spaceships exist.
We're actually going to get that Wild West Planet from Enterprise.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, after the war, of course,
Enterprise.
spaceships showed up.
You mean Battlestar Galactica, the original?
Yeah. So after the war, of course, spaceships showed up. And, all the children, all the teenagers were growing up. It's like, what the fuck is a spaceship? And then when they found out the truth, they're real angry. So there's been a bit of a generational, almost civil war. So there are two major factions on the planet. Well, up until recently, but we'll get to the third one in a second. The Cowboys are the people who want to adhere, and, at this point, they're struggling. They want to preserve their culture, synthetic as it may be, as much as possible. While the rebels, want to either get off or to take over the planet and make it, like every other planet, or join the Combine. Well, they aren't too sure about that, except, God damn it, Dad, why'd you have to make me a cowboy?
I fucking hate cows.
Yeah, at this point, they do.
Avocado toast.
Yeah.
Pay extra. No.
So, but then it's been complicated because a third faction has shown up and colonized the planet to a certain degree. Because again, it's a big planet, and the Cowboys and Rebels aren't that many comparatively. And these are the Karenites. It's one of the new faiths in New Faiths, and the Karen. Was a great hero of the Combine during the war, and she saved a planet from destruction by merging with an energy alien being, not one of Sean's race,
Not one of the boss, but
yeah.
Else. Okay.
So, and and then of course everybody just saw three color beams: red, green, and blue, and. I'm at it.
Not red, gold, and green?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways...
No, I see something else here.
Yeah. So she is viewed as a messiah, and that she's, a visionary, divine, the presence of the divine. And so she spent some time at the day spa here years ago, so it's become a pilgrimage site for the Karenites. And so there's a big colony of Karenites. Their leader, by the way, is DLC. For the Divine Love Commissioner, that's a holy title. You'll also meet Ransaxion, or you can call it Micro.
Is one of their subsites?
It's not in the book, but I'm turning this all into Mass Effect and video game jokes.
Fuck! Fuck you, EA!
God, we should have gone with Common Law Wife. It just fits right in.
Is one of their extra spots the Queequegs, so she can get a frappuccino?
So let's introduce the crew of your ship, the Silverhawk, the other group of lasers that is helping Abundance 5 right now. Mm-hmm. The first one, of course, is the Holiday, but they're already on a mission going to the moon.
So what you're saying is they have the ticket to the moon?
They do have it. Well, I mean, they literally have a
someone
spaceship.
went pow, blam, right to the moon.
I was going to say somebody was flying them to the moon.
The moon is
Let
called
them play
Ford,
on
by
stuff.
the way.
Come off the table.
After the visionary storyteller, the moon is called Ford.
Okay.
In case you missed it. But anyways, so let's introduce Tom.
Yes, I am TK. I am the kitchstick or the locust.
Oh, you're another bug man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the weapons officer on board. I'm the security officer on the ground and the weapons officer on board the ship.
All right.
I gun a lot.
You like guns and you're not a human.
I know. But the thing I love the most is the hunger tourism.
All right.
That's the race. They love to go around and discover new tastes.
Do you happen to have any sort of connection to your other character? What was your other character again? Was he the same species?
He was.
Yeah. All right.
We are literally brothers.
All right. So
Tom is his own brother.
Tom is his own.
But the family finds him a little weird because of some of his tastes.
Yeah.
Which one?
His taste in partners.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Anyways, so next up we have Sean.
For a change of pace, I'm playing Theobald Duchamp, a Vosmal, which means he was a former infinite energy being across space and time and several dimensions. He has, like most Vosmal, been reduced to this three-dimensional state and solid time, and he's not comfortable with it. Everything he is capable of doing is because he's seen so many timelines. He just ass pulls it and goes, "Oh, I've seen this before. This happened before. Here's what you do. It's simple." He's a very curious fellow because he misses being able to see so many channels. I mean, dimensions. So yeah, he's just a tiny little guy, typically dressed in like what amounts to, because it's cheap, like a floral muumuu and a bandana over his quite bulbous head. He's just a curious, rather immature fellow.
Nice. Aaron.
Oh, hey. So here, I will be playing Illustrious Fuga. So he is, I was thinking Adura, or looks like Durug. I'm not sure what the full pronunciation of Dureg. Duran. That's what it was. So
Okay.
that's what he really is. He is the ship's pilot and also cartographer, the mapper, off ship to be able to look over different that's like different plans or guides. His primary drive again is professionalism, because he's actually one of the lower born cast. He was not one of the higher ones who specifically, when everybody gained with his species ability to be able to phase through matter. And when they found out that was great, he thought that was more just of a nice after effect when he needs to be able to work on the ship or do anything that was necessary or get down to where he needs to be. But he really wanted to see other planets and experience other species. So that's what drove his piloting, his lust for piloting. And currently the Silverhawk is his primary home, and he cannot be happier with what he has been doing.
You have to put up with us.
Your mechanic is an idiot.
Yeah. And then next up we have Dan.
I am Havoc, the ship's doctor.
Okay.
I am also the ship's cultural officer. I am currently undergoing my meditative reconciliation so that I can transcend my personal self with my outer experiences and achieve my race's form of immortality.
Great. I hope that works out for you. By the way, did any of your characters do anything interesting during the war? Obviously, as Vosmal, you were kind of
I've just shown up.
energy
magically.
being
Yeah, I just got yanked out of
space time
and thrown into a tiny body so I could be your mechanic.
Yeah. So that was been fun. It's been.
I'm learning new things.
You're learning new things. Tom.
I was a shock trooper and an interrogator during
Okay.
the war.
All right. What did you interrogate?
Well, I remember very clearly. What was the
boogie conundrum.
Yeah, but what was the race called?
The Mohilar.
Like, I'm pretty sure I horrifically interrogated, captured Mohilar, but I can't remember what they looked like. I think I remember what I did. I remember my techniques, but Normally, I thoroughly remember the color of blood, but it just escapes my mind.
Tell us where the Queequegs is. I want a mocha frappe.
By the way, in case you didn't know, the Boogie Conundrum is a galaxy-wide problem that prevents every sentient being from remembering details of the war, including what the Mohilar looked like, what they did, where they came from, and how you defeated them.
The Mohilar were the friends we made along the way.
Apparently.
Oh god, we have the City of Amnesia problem, don't we? Or the Galaxy of Amnesia.
It's a galaxy. And so you can try and solve that if you want. There's sections on how to roleplay that. It's going to be real fun for me, I'll tell you that much.
Like I said, I
Because
fought,
it's Ross, it
Yeah.
was actually Carcosa the whole time.
Well,
I fought and I tortured.
yeah.
That's not a no.
All right. Let's see here. Aaron, did Illustrious do anything interesting during the war?
His primary function with the various factions that he was going through is that he actually was a geologist, so particularly working with different... Yep, that was intentional. So
An action
that,
geologist.
not so much action, but... Except
Stab the space shark.
Except I'm flying this goddamn ship now. Good luck.
Okay.
Anyway, no, he was actually primarily tasked with finding the appropriate metals and ores that were necessary for a lot of the weapon productions. And
Oh, yeah. The
designs.
Karenites actually have a high respect for geologists because Karen had to do a lot of scanning planets as well. So that'll come into play. Finally, Dan, did Pavlik do anything interesting during the war?
As a doctor, I worked in the mobile army surgical hospital.
Oh, on the planet side.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That must have been hard.
I managed to keep things light through humor, much to the chagrin of my commanding officers.
So you had good bedside manner, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Let me flip your switch from charming to modern. That'll help out just a little bit.
So, you're all lasers. You're freelance troubleshooters.
Hi, Major.
On the Silverhawk, your captain, your strategy coordinator, is Barry. Barry actually hired you all to be ship members, but he is practicing the latest new trend in leadership, which is the hands-off strategy, which is you tell your subordinates what to
Laissez-faire
do.
command.
So he went to a seminar for that, by the way.
he
with
did.
an inspirational
It's a
speaker
hollow seminar.
who wanted him to let him help them. Anyhow.
Yeah.
God, why does Tony Robbins' hologram survive until
He
this
doesn't
day?
like being seen by other people. He doesn't like. He takes contracts, but that's about it. You suspect he's all in debt, and he's fearing for his life, or he may have stolen the spaceship. The process in which you were hired was like, "Hey, can you pilot? All right, you're hired. Come here."
Don't you want to know my
No,
flight safety
yep,
record?
No,
or...
you're piloting. You're great.
Barry's a wonderful person, and I explicitly trust him.
Exactly. See, he was the first to get hired.
So
Theobald gets it.
Why do I have to sign this portion of the contract that says I will assume a portion of Barry's fiscal responsibilities?
Oh, that's just custom. That's
That is an
That's
illusion
like-
created by the human mind.
yeah.
it's like beefy human. I killed a lot of things and am good at it.
And do you want to go on board the ship? We'll probably kill other things.
I can tell
That
you
sounds-
things about your ship you've never learned.
Great. All right.
There's
Just
graffiti in the
do
bathroom wall.
things.
It says this.
yeah. Just I'll get you a contract. You do it, and then we get credits, and that's great.
So I'm also here for the experience too. So.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be experiences.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And my name is definitely Barry.
Glad to be aboard, Barry.
Yep.
I'm going to go back to engineering.
I don't want to waste my my only investigative point in bullshit detector, but
Do you really need to spend it?
Aaron, I imagine I spend most of my time in the cockpit with you, because I'm the weapons guy.
So the Combine, the Galactic Empire, the war ended 7 years ago and the Combine survived. But they had to give up a lot of space and they had lost a lot of ships. so they can't really control these outer frontier planets. And so the lasers are basically frontier planets send out calls for help. The Combine gets them, and then they put them up for bid for lasers, and then they dispatch you. So Abundance 5 has contracts for 2, and you and the other ship are the ones doing that. So that's the basic thing of how this works. So it is all technically legal and stuff like that, but lasers, of course, you're privatized cops / everything solvers.
We're contractors.
So Abundance 5 is apparently having a lot of problems because they've just recovered from some sort of civil conflict. You're not sure if it was a full-blown war or just some skirmishes between the Cowboys, the Rebels, and the Karenites. So they're all at peace, and they all agreed to hire 2 teams. The Cowboys hired one, and then the Karenites are hiring you guys. The Rebels don't really have the money yet to do that because they're the youngest and poorest. But they get veto power if apparently if it's a complex Byzantine work arrangement, but they're all agreeing to it. So you are all heading to the spa of Karen because she spent time there. It's known for a fact. It's one of the a lot of her details of her life, disappear because of the war. So there's but this is one of the ones that's known that she spent a couple of days here at the spa.
I'm guessing there are a lot of hotels. She slept in this hotel.
That's the spa. That's literally it. Now it's a holy site.
Do you want a lock of her hair so you can clone her?
They would literally kill you if you. That's sacrilege.
That's blasphemy. Yeah.
No, I'm assuming somebody else is there.
Those would be heretics. Yeah. And that might actually be a plot now. So,
damn it, Aaron!
Yeah.
I did good job.
So you touch down at the spa. Barry's going to stay in the ship. You
sure you want to come out?
No, don't want to be. I mean, I need the Apollo seminars.
Well, you're the tactical guy.
I'm definitely not defrauding people. Why would you even suggest that?
So have any of the other PCs told me how to dress other than how I dress now?
It's
a floral muumuu and a bandana. That's it.
I've seen Stranger Things.
All right, cool.
That's besides the point.
Well, second season was... Yeah, sorry.
I don't wear much at all.
Yeah.
So like I said, okay, I'm going to be following the group. Bare feet flopping on the ground.
Well, I haven't seen anything worse than that.
Toddling after the group.
So, DLC is a kindly old woman. She is people give her cheap little gifts all the time. There's a lot, and she likes handing out little money gifts to people too. Everybody loves DLC. So
it's worth paying for. All right.
Yeah. She greets you at the line. Oh, thank you so much. It must be the will of Karen that you have come to aid us.
No, it was the contract. Well, okay.
Hi, this is a rerun.
Well, if that's if that helps you with that, ma'am, I'm more than happy to.
Oh yes, people like you are very, very. Karen praises you because you were willing to do very dangerous things and have unorthodox solutions.
I slowly lean over. And
the will of Karen works through you.
I lean over to TK and go, TK! TK!
Yeah?
Don't eat that candle. It smells like pumpkins, but it doesn't taste like them.
Well, would it be within the will of Karen to us go through the details of the request?
Yes, we have several things, but our most pressing situation is there's Rand Zaxxon, come here. And then, a guy comes forward, younger guy. He's like, just call me Micro. That's my first name. So, Micro Rand Zaxxon. How are you doing?
Try not to walk out the door.
Apparently, I'm taking his character. And
so Micro tells you, not too far from here. We've been having some problems recently because a lot of technically, we were considered squatters when we came because they didn't recognize our holy claim, our legitimate religious need to, be
at the spa.
To protect the spa as a site of pilgrimage, and we've become it's become a very symbiotic relationship with the other communities. We're bringing in, pilgrims who are, spending credits here, and it's very beneficial for everyone around. But there's a new group coming up here. They don't seem to be here to settle for the long term, but they are trashing things. They're kind of they're calling it. He looks at his hat with Searing Fire Cow Festival. It's large groups of they're from the Hippolea system, so we just call them hipsters. But they are spending a lot of credits. They're on themselves, but there's multiple problems with them. One, we've actually lost our control of our water. There's an irrigation system. He gives you a little map or a tablet update to your tablet. So you get the little local map. They've taken over. They've rerouted the water to their end, and they have splash pools set up and a lot of ways. I mean, this is kind of deserty terrain here. As you know, this was sort of the Western theme of the original resort.
So what you're saying is it's ruining the ambiance as well as taking up the resources.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is, probably damaging the delicate ecosystem that's been here. They actually have, Earth animals here. This is an Earth-compatible biosphere.
People might drown from dryness.
I think that's a different one. That's the.
Maybe he means quicksand? Although that requires liquid.
I think he's talking about dehydration.
Quicksand seemed to be a big problem according to the historical archives in the Western. So I think they have engineered some quicksand pits here. Anyway, another problem we're having is there's a wrecked combine freighter, and a lot of them are squatting there. Having their parties, and it's got a reactor. I think we were in the process of shutting it down, and we dug a big pit way out there, and we were going to bury it in the pit because it's a nuclear reactor. It's dangerous.
Oh, you're not going to eat it?
No, okay. We're not going to eat it. But they're using it as a power source, and it was a crash combine. It's a wrecked freighter. The reactor's not stable.
So we're worried about contamination or worse.
Well, I don't know what the situation is. So if you can at least check it out and make sure it's not going to cause a...
If it's leaky, they might all die of cancer.
Yeah, that's against the will of Corinne. DLC's like, oh no, yes, no. Corinne saves people. She doesn't
takes
let them...
forever.
Yeah. What?
It takes a long time.
Oh.
Well,
it depends how much they get.
Yeah.
Well, in
in 90 of the 700 things I've seen, it takes forever.
Honestly, also, if you could talk to these people, find out why they're coming here.
Oh, he's great at talking.
Yeah.
We have talkie folks.
We don't know why they're here. We've tried to talk to some of them. They talked about someone's advertising this, bringing them here, telling them it's a great party, and they're disappointed in us because we're not providing them with chill out tents and other accoutrements. I'm not really sure.
Is it Sabisco again?
So if you can find out who's doing this,
do you suspect this may be intentional to see if they can drive you away from this area?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. See, the will of Corinne is working through you. You're coming with ideas we didn't even have.
Yeah, that's not all that goes through them on a regular basis. Am I right? Come on. It's hi, is it?
I can't reach that height.
It would not be the will of Corinne. I mean, if you think they're evil, then obviously they must figure it out. But if they're not evil, then it would be the will of Corinne to let them be. But to maybe have them pay attention to the rules and to stop vandalizing we've had to cut off access to the spa except to restrict access to the spa, which is really not, we want people to see the sign. But they're breaking things, and they're being very unruly, and the Cowboys are getting very angry about this. They're talking about a posy. Yes, a posy.
Posy.
A what?
Posy.
I'm pretty sure it's posy.
So that's a type of flower.
What's a flower?
Posy.
Posy?
Who's on first?
Anyways.
I know all about the Earth's Old West.
Yes. So those the cow we want them. You could sort of calm them down, or maybe ask them to leave. We don't want to be rude, of course.
I can ask people very delicately.
The Cowboys have also been talking about a varmint problem in that area. I think the varmints are scared by the loud noises and fireworks that they've been setting off there. But it's some sort of xenopredator someone set loose. Yeah.
No, well, I will warn you that our prices will have to go up if it actually has to go in terms of extermination.
Oh, of course.
How does this thing taste?
We have no idea.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
We do have we have cows. We do know Corinne ate seared cow meat, a steak.
Do you have any of this?
Do we? Oh no, we do not right now. We've kind of the cattle have been what's the term? Wrestled. No. Rustled.
Right, way up. With a human history of two, I know what cattle rustling is.
Yeah.
We
do have an expert cook in this. We haven't had several years of practice, so yes. Are you?
It seems like everyone is.
So yes, there's a cattle rustling problem. If you can,
we will exterminate them.
No. Not unless they're evil.
What?
Not unless they're evil. It's not the will of Corinne.
Well, they're stealing, so they
Should
have to
I
be evil.
accompany you? A micro-transaction. At first, many people do not want to travel with me, but then they get used to me because it's
I
just
slowly walk up,
like the cost of
place a hand on Microtransaction's leg, because that's as high as I can reach.
We're going to be speaking next to her cousin, Lotbox.
Micro.
Yep.
I've experienced infinite timelines. Corinne is consistent. She's the only standard thing I've ever experienced. It's okay. I justify her existence. But it's okay to stay behind. We have this.
Oh, okay.
And it's fairly obvious.
But for to fulfill our contract, you must follow our commands, and one of them, you must work in a manner acceptable to our Corinneite beliefs, which means not killing innocent civilians.
I'm holding the disruptor rifle, so I shouldn't use this on them constantly,
unless they're evil.
What I would recommend is you make a written list in
it
is
that these rustlers are advocating evil by inflicting hunger upon others against their will.
Well, I mean, we have these mushroom farms, so we're able to survive.
But they don't necessarily know that.
Well, I mean, if you could find it could be a misunderstanding. Again, it's about the will of
we
Corinne.
can make them understand.
You see? Yeah, persuasion.
You knew our Space Corps directives about...
Here, we have some
discharging
pamphlets about the stories of Corinne at the spa and her generous tipping. They're very good metaphors for, being nice to people.
You should distribute us pamphlets to tell all of your ways so that we make sure we don't violate anything. That way we have written records of everything you need, and we've been informed, and then we can do everything perfectly.
Okay. So, he gives you all
literally, we have a reference now. So we don't.
Normally, I would charge you a tiny bit for each pamphlet, but I'll let it. You can add. You're not.
She gets a hug.
Yeah.
She gets a hug for that.
This would be a free microtransaction.
There's no such
thing. You hug your leg?
Yes.
Free DLC.
Hey, can I try that?
Yeah.
Hugging her leg?
Oh,
okay. No, I walk off and let him hug her leg.
Yeah.
No, I'll hug, like, come on. It's like forearm hug.
No. Oh, wow. Yep. That's a... all right.
Is it? Maybe I'm missing. I'm not. Am I supposed to feel something?
You're a large, scary creature. I'm tiny and endearing.
I pick you up. Yes.
All right. So there's multiple problems.
Yeah, looking at that. So
it's
probably because I know we have the cattle rustling. We have.
They also give you a ground craft, basically a land speeder kind of thing, so you can zip around.
All right,
okay, cool. I was going to ask about that already. So I can drive that. So
I can fix that.
But so
I've got this. No weakness. No weakness. I'm carrying.
Looking at some of the things that we can need first right now, either speak to whatever disparate leadership of the the hip stars
from the Searing Fire Cow Festival.
The hip stars. Looking into the Xeno Predator problem as well, or the reactor situation, which I could.
What do we want to focus on first?
Well, if it's the Xeno Predator, I vote I can kill it and eat it.
Micro says no. Dude, it's just kind of an ongoing varmint problem. They showed up last year. It's just if you go wander around there, be ready for random encounters.
Hey!
Well,
if it's shutting down the ship, I'm actually a very well-trained mechanic.
No,
see, and I think that's actually where we need to do that.
That would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
We have a couple of other options.
As long as can I eat them?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic!
That's like if any of the hip stars are using this as a commune area, or this is a living resource.
Steak.
We might use this to our advantage.
I will shut them down like mason jars.
Well, no, hold on for a second. If we can actually fix this and make it more self-generating and maybe feed power back towards the spa, that could be a...
Oh, God,
it's best to shut down the whole thing. It usually blows up.
Well, we don't know that until you actually see the problem.
That would be the first problem.
So are we going to split up? Are we splitting up?
So, before we do that. Yeah. So, I'll be on dry point, so I will put this to a vote. Do we want to see the reactor first, or do we want to see if we can find the local leadership of the hip stars?
Let's talk.
Well, there's a lot of hip stars at the reactor, so you can ask around there.
Okay, I say the reactor we can hit two birds.
With your map, there's three major sites of the hip stars. The reactor, there's the main Syrian, and also, by the way, fire is spelled Fyre.
Oh, I was not pretentious enough. Shit.
Yeah. So Syrian Fire Cow Festival. So it's a basic, massive encampment with lots of tents, small ships parked there. That kind of thing. And then there is there's a dam, essentially.
Dam.
With a small reservoir, and that's where the water's being channeled, and that's where the irrigation system controls are, and so that's why. And that they've made basically a little party pond there to
so we
frolic in.
Bust the dam.
So there's three areas.
They've got a frolic pond.
Again,
I haven't seen one of those since
we want to go in with negotiation before we go in with force.
There are probably a few thousand.
Exactly.
I want to negotiate the electrical system. Hard.
Hey, do you think we could fit a frolic pond aboard the ship?
No.
Well, that was awfully emphatic.
I'm not dealing with that. Have you dealt with a swimming structure in zero gravity?
Your ship really isn't big enough. Like it's like Firefly ship. Baby.
Well, maybe that's my retirement goal: is to have my own personal ship with a frolic pond on it.
Want your frolic ship?
A frolic pond.
Anyway, so...
No, I don't need a frolic ship. That's a little much.
So let's head over to the reactor first to see if we can gather information. So
I'll... you zip across. You're on your land speeder.
I make sure we have classical music, which is hardcore gangster rap. And,
yep.
This music is not going correct with the time.
There is a radio station, actually.
Isn't it soothing?
There is a local radio station. You want to try it?
Okay, cool, yeah.
Dun, 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 bonanza. Like
there's actual lyrics to that.
It's playing it 24/7.
There's other. It's all Western music. It's
whatever's on the radio.
Super like Western movie soundtrack.
Whatever's on the radio. Theobald Deschamps is excited.
So you get to the not the reactor, but the wrecked freighter. Was a combined cargo freighter. You're not sure why it crashed here. You can see.
Was it a hard crash?
That would require skill spins to figure out more. There's a big hole in the middle.
Kinetics?
Let me look at kinetics. I think that would probably work. Dan, you have my copy?
I think in this case, I would be more forensic engineering to see what the actual problem was.
You can spend years if you want.
I was more thinking...
I'm looking for skills.
Thinking how it impacted.
I mean, I have forensics.
Let me reread it to make sure I know.
That just sounds like
Ross has to read!
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't memorize all this.
OMG.
It depends on how we're doing it. If I'm using scanner for...
Connects would give you some information. So how many... You have... you get some for 0, 1, or answer.
I'll spend one.
Alright. With one, You can tell that the ship, you see multiple micrometeorite impacts on it. You can tell part of the ship went through hell. Apparently, it must have gone through an asteroid belt, chased by something. Then it tried to ditch it. It was critically damaged. Part of it burned up in the atmosphere. It landed intact, and then something came in and blew it up. Or at least shot a missile into it. So that's why there's a massive hole in it. Possibly, so perhaps a raider of some kind harried the ship, drove it to the ground, then shot a hole in it to extract something out of it. So like a heist. So something valuable might have been in there.
So what kind of effect did the rocket have on the ship?
It did not severely damage it.
Just
the
just
reactor.
enough to open it up, put a hole.
Yeah. So
it
that's
wasn't a massive effect.
You get a fate point.
But the thing-
Not in this game. But
was it a good payday?
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna keep going. Keep going. I don't need to take
I want to reward that behavior.
Uh,
So that's in terms of like what happened to it. So that's probably why the reactor's even working at all. Is because it wasn't like normally when you're fighting the ship in space, targeting the reactor is a really good thing to do if you want to blow the shit out of that ship. But if you want to seize what's inside that ship, you definitely don't want to hit the reactor. But obviously, it crash landed. It must have had partial power when it crash landed, so it wasn't because it's still mostly intact. It didn't totally get obliterated.
Well, that's what happened. That happens in wars.
So
Wars among the stars.
So what you're telling us is that if we
Star
need to
Wars.
if we need to find anything about this ship, we need to go deeper.
does it ever change?
yes, that's a little.
Hey, Ross,
Post that, Aaron. Fucking
does war
post
ever
it.
change?
No, it turns out no, it doesn't.
Actually, it changes a great deal.
Yeah.
The technology gets so much more advanced.
Yeah. So anyway, with the 1 point spin, that's what you figure out. Was there anything else you wanted to know in particular?
That's really just kind of like, okay, it seems like came in largely intact, but someone just made sure of
And
that.
it went through an asteroid belt. Like, it went at pretty high speeds.
Well, that was dumb.
Well, it was desperate, obviously. Like, it was trying
I know,
to...
I'm still like, that's just... I'm literally making clicking sound. Like, that's just not good.
Yep, and you can see the hip stars are, filing in and out. You can hear music.
So, what are we looking for in this place?
Well, in particular, either information. So wherever the leadership of the
You want information?
stars
I
we
can go
talk
get some
about.
information out of them.
Are you getting it through beating them?
Do I look that primitive? I have other means.
Hold on.
I have a whole bag of stuff here.
Hold on. Get out a tent.
Yep.
Set it up. Put a sign up front.
Where'd you get the sand?
You don't want to know.
Places.
Standard equipment.
Preparedness check.
Oh,
I have preparedness.
Damn it, Aaron.
That is a general ability.
I have 6 in preparedness.
Do you want to spend any?
Can I spend 1 to have a tent with a sign?
It's a roll.
Okay. So how does this work?
So you just roll 1d6. Is this your first Gumshoe game? I can't remember.
Since Esoterrorists forever ago?
All right.
Yes.
Yep. So roll 1.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a fucking great tent. How
Okay,
dare
cool.
you insult his tent?
I wasn't insulting. I just asked if he had one.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you question that if he would have... He has the best tent.
It
Anyways,
sets
And
itself
so
up.
then, in the general vicinity, just set up the tent and then write on the sign, free venereal screenings.
All right.
Noise.
It doesn't take long to get some interest.
Like, hey, I'm sure it's nothing.
It's just
but-
everywhere.
All right, what are you trying to accomplish out of this?
Just talking about, so what's going on?
All right, that's going to be interpersonal. Like, reassurance would be good to spend.
Yeah, and I even have the little mark next to it.
The boost?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 1 point back after you... If you spend any, you get 1 point back.
I will spend 1 so
All right.
that I get it right back.
You do get it right back. So you're fucking reassuring. All right, what kind of information are you trying to pump out of them?
Just kind of like, what's the organizational structure? Like, who's in charge? What's going on? What's a day in the life like?
We got this message, we heard about this awesome festival going on while we're in the Hippola system, and, telling us to come here to Abundance 5. And like my affiliate was Inspiration. She told us all about it, and I'm looking to sign up for the affiliate program too. Can I add you to it, even though you're already technically here? You get fire cow points if you get someone else to come here, and if you get enough, you get rewards.
I've already been registered.
Oh wow! Okay. So yeah, Inspiration. She seems to. She refers a lot of people.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm just standing nearby with the rifle. Just like I'm here in case it's a case of actual.
So
space
just make
herpes.
sure you said that was the affiliate.
no, the affiliate.
Affiliate. Okay.
It's the
is
affiliate
not
program.
registered.
Oh, here, let me sign you up. He gets out his little tablet.
Well, let me get information to read before I sign it in.
Oh, dude.
I know. I'm
He's
a
a
contract
reader.
reader.
Okay, so
I don't even want your affiliate points.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cool.
so
Alright.
okay, so
Are you actually going to give him any medically useful information?
Oh yeah, like I've got standard equipment. I'm a medic.
Okay. Do you want to spend any points, or you just do the 0-point version of the screening?
Do the 0-point version. It's free.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. Yeah, he probably has. He definitely has.
Venusian syphilis.
No, nebula crabs.
Oh.
Wait, Ross. Like I said, I'm standing by with my rifle just in case it's an actual case of space herpes.
It's not space herpes.
I'll write
That
down the
infects the ship, not the
technical
person.
Yeah.
compound used to shampoo
They
away
won't live.
space crabs.
Oh no, you can't. You can't use shampoo. You have to shamboil it. Then you have to put the shampoo on, and then you have to boil. You have to get boiling shampoo and then pour.
Ross, do you take it up
Yep.
on ShamWow?
Yeah.
So I will give
No,
him that
sham
information.
ow.
And just say you should probably do your potential
Oh, we're
future partners a
terrible.
favor and do this first.
Oh, that's a.
I'll hold him down.
Well, I
We're
appreciate
only
the honesty.
doing screenings here.
But that's a.
Well,
that's
the treat
a
we can do.
That's a big dislike on me. You know, I'm going to downvote that. But
But would you like a free sample of my banned boiling shampoo?
No.
Consider the amount of dislikes and how it would spread in the affiliate network if they all point back to you as they're coming.
All right, he'll probably do it. So he goes off.
Be safe out there, champ.
Yep.
Slap on the backside.
Break his
all right.
tailbone.
So you got a name of one leader of this group, and her name is apparently Inspiration. Finding there's going to be different things because obviously this is not a, it's a chaotic and fluid situation. People are milling about, going from this side to the other two sides.
Okay, so make sure the power plant is not here or it is here.
It is here.
It's in-
You set up a shop. You set up a tent literally outside the frame.
While they're having fun doing their things, I'm going to toddle off to the reactor.
All right, so you go inside the wrecked freighter. They have a lot of dance lights set up. There's a lot of lounges of various types. Chill-out lounges, basic lounges, VIP lounges, extra lounges, drama lounges.
I feel like you're what's the name of those
Ultra
shades in the
lounges?
80s that were like the slats,
Oh, those kind of sunglasses?
Yeah, like they look like blinds.
Yeah,
What do they
yeah.
call it? There's a name for them.
I don't remember.
Anyhow, I put on what looks like those and what looks like almost like fingerless gloves, but they've got all kinds of wires and shit on them. This is my tech gear. That's not
So,
specified.
so you go in, you start navigating around. Skills you want to spend?
I would like to. I have a boost on energy signatures. I want to read exactly what's going up. Oh, what's up with this shit?
All right, you pull out your handy dandy.
It looks like I'm doing space tai chi or dancing or something, but I'm actually scanning.
Yeah, again, super low security. You haven't done anything to freak anybody out. So, you make your own spend on energy signatures. You figure out exactly where the reactor is. Obviously, all the lights and everything is being. They're also sending cables to the main festival, so that's where they're drawing most of their power from.
Okay.
Or some of it, at least.
Is there any unusual draw? I can spend extra if you need me to, but
there is one line going to the Karenite spa compound.
did they mention that previously? I forget.
Nope. So that's what you get. So you know which way to go.
Okay, I'll head back to the group. Dance actually first a little bit,
Sure.
hang out.
You haven't gone to the reactor yet. You just know where.
I've like figured out the lines, dance a little bit with some people, so I don't look suspicious outside of being a Vossmall and a Moo, and then make my way back to the group, take off the shades and the gloves, and hi, guess what?
What's that?
The Karenites aren't being totally honest with us.
Well, that's not a gigantic surprise.
So do you want me to get the real story from them?
I think we better get evidence gathered before we do that.
There's a line going to their compound.
Okay.
Look, we can grab one of them. Like we can grab one of them right off the street there. I'm sure we can find a secluded place.
But then they would talk.
You give me 20 minutes with them, and they'll tell me everything.
So, well, I think we need to at least investigate a little bit more. Do you know if that line is behind a closed door that we can access?
Was it?
You didn't follow it, so you don't know.
All right, so
I can find it.
Well, are you talking about the launch at the spa?
Yeah.
That's it's like miles away.
Yeah.
well, no, I was talking about inside to see where if we can get to.
Are you talking about the reactor?
Yeah.
The reactor you didn't see which one.
I didn't get into the reactor.
Yeah.
All right, we really need to take a look at that. So why don't I follow you in?
Do you want me to sneak in?
So
I can be unseen if you want.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get see. I can get us in past that locked door.
Did you know that
possibly.
people have blind spots? Like right in front of them? Check this out. I like clumsily crawl behind it like a box. You can't see me.
You know, I'm going to humor like, where'd she go? She was right here.
Come on, let's go.
Where?
You get a fate point.
I'm getting overly concerned at the number of diseases that are running rampant in this camp, so I'm going to keep my tent open for a while longer.
Okay, yeah. It's providing a useful service.
I guess we're going to go hunt down the actual main reactor.
All right.
Okay.
Where are you going,
Is this
TK?
population compromised?
Well, I mean, so far you're finding, nothing too exotic. It's
They
about what
probably taste bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I know.
They
I
have
probably
bad
figured
taste.
that out.
Everything comes out of a mason jar. Come on,
I mean,
seriously.
Yeah.
patient number 2, I'll just ask what they know about inspiration.
Oh, okay. So you're going to do some more investigating?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be like.
I've got a spot where people are going to come to me and be willing to talk about anything else other than how they got this disease.
I can be your nurse.
Well, this is still the same scene, so you've already spent your 1 point, so you actually have to spend a real point to get more
Hey
information.
Dan.
Okay.
I'll be your nurse.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to make another spin?
I'll wait till the next scene, I guess. I thought we were moving scenes.
No. I mean, like he was investigating the energy signatures and came right back. While you were doing that.
No, that's while all this is going on, I'm going to continue doing my thing.
Okay. I'll give you a bit of it though, because you actually are helping them. I'll give you 2 points to spend on general abilities when dealing with the hipsters. Because they like you for doing that, so preparedness, you can borrow an item from somebody, or athletics, one of them will step in your way to if you're being chased by someone or something like that. So you get free 2 points.
So we're hunting down.
All right, so you two go inside the rec freighter, as I told you, tons of lounges. You follow the energy signature. You don't, but you get quickly to a blast door with 2 bouncers in front of it, and it is a closed door. So you can look for. You'd have to make a spin to find an alternate route, or you'd have to get past. The
In character, I lean over and I say, "Illustrious potentate, illustrious potentate, you seduce the bouncers, and I'll sneak past."
Okay, I have actually a specific question about your ability, your hiding, and out of character too. How can you actually do that? Can you carry other people
Out of
over?
character, real life, I just have really high infiltration because I'm tiny and sneaky. Also, out of character, fluff-wise, it means I know where to stand where they're not looking because I've played this game before. I've seen this episode.
Yeah, you can speed run this Metal Gear game.
Yeah, that's literally how I'm like headcanoning how this works. But system-wise, I just have infiltration. My actual powers are that I can give you a redo, or I can answer questions about things that have happened in the past or future.
Okay, so
In the future.
In this case, I'll go up to them and I'll provide the distraction for
Seduce
them.
them. They'll be pleased.
So what? It's like, I was like, as I do, my name is Fuga. I just wanted to bring up general concern because I believe that you, you may not know, but there seems to be a large radiation leak coming from this side of your ship.
Sure thing, bro.
So
while they're talking to him, I guess I'm gonna have to infiltrate past.
Well, it's a closed door. Like, it's literally...
Well, infiltrate past to the door so I can open it.
Well, I mean, like, literally they're standing on either side of the door. They're bouncers.
Okay.
So, like, it's dim, but it's not that dim.
I'll tell you what. I'll do a thing.
They aren't that dim.
I will do a thing.
I was like, where is this door going? Is this actually to the reactor, or is this a higher VIP lounge?
Cool story, bro.
Inspiration makes people just trust you for no reason, right?
Huh?
Inspiration makes people trust you for no reason, right?
Are you talking about the ability?
Yeah. Personal abilities. I have inspiration and intimidation, and I'd rather use
You
inspiration.
convince reluctant witnesses to supply information by appealing to their better selves.
That's not going to work there.
Nope.
This is going to have to be intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation will work.
I'm going to walk up. It's never going to be specified what I really said to them.
Okay.
I'm going to say something really horrible that they never want to know about their future.
Okay.
I literally just come here.
Yeah.
Whisper in one ear, whisper in the other. They are mortified. This is horrible.
That's going to be a 2-point span.
Damn it, I've only got one. All right, so, no, I can't do that. I can drive one off. Shit, what else can I try?
Actually, if he wants to do that, I just have something to supplement it, possibly.
Do you have intimidation, too?
Let's see. I don't have intimidation, but if he tells him that, I can negotiate saying, I can let you go without the rest of your life without knowing what the second part is. And you can live without that knowledge and peace. Your choice, boys.
All right, yeah. I love that.
Okay,
I'll spend.
I'll make my spend for intimidation. Literally, I have revealed a horrible future that it's up to you, illustrious, if you actually heard what I said. It is really fucked up.
You really want to hear the next part of your
All right, one of them turns to the other and is like, is it go time, bro? No, man, it's drinking time, bro. No, it's a go time. So one's angry, one's horribly depressed.
Go drinking!
Yeah. So they leave, as they don't want to hear the rest of their future. So you get past them. So good job.
I'm going to turn around and go, it actually had a happy ending. I mean that in the most horrible way.
What do you consider a bad ending?
You don't go to a lot of masseuses, do you?
No.
Anyway, turn around and start.
Oh, damn. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting into
I'm going to try to pick the lock.
You open up the blast door and you sneak past. This is the Ultra VIP Lounge.
This is where we belong.
Yeah. And, it's in the sort of control room for the reactor. And the reactor has had a bunch of LED lights sort of rigged up to it that's a ding, 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 ding. Or is that Chekhov radiation? It's a really cool color of blue, anyway. So...
That'll mess up your chromosomes.
Yeah, there's some people there. There's a DJ playing music. There's a open bar. And there's some other very cool-looking hip stars chatting and whatnot. So...
Turtlenecks for days.
Okay. Oh, sure, turtlenecks.
Flannel turtlenecks.
Yeah, flannel turtlenecks.
Sleeveless flannel turtlenecks.
Sleeveless, yep.
flannel dickies.
That too.
Yes. Doing things.
So, yeah, they just assume you belong here, although you get some odd looks.
So, all right, do you want to... That's like...
So you're in the control room outside the reactor chamber, so you can look in, so you can diagnose things, but you can't actually monkey with anything yet, because the controls also look like they've all been actually pulled out and moved over to the DJ booth.
So would diagnosing be a investigative or a general?
Investigative to get information, general to do things.
So forensic engineering might be a spend?
Yeah, 0, 1, or 2.
1?
Yeah, 1. It's clearly cracked. The shielding is damaged in parts. It looks like they have added some materials to. They put on some cheap fixes. Quick fixes. So physically, it's probably a little hot, but it's not like a massive it's not like it's not like you're not super bad by being in this room, and certainly because the shielding is mostly intact. It's not super bad. It's not great though,
But it could be.
The other thing is that this is this was crashed during the war. Doesn't look like it's been serviced. It's only had superficial maintenance since then, obviously. So you'd have to get access to its diagnostics, like its computer readout, to see what its fuel levels versus waste levels, blah, blah, blah.
And all of those diagnostic tools are all over by the DJ's table, so
you only got, that's, you spend your own points, so that's all you get.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got partial information. So it's not physically...
I need to spin tracks with the DJ. Can you make that happen?
Well, that's like, I'm almost thinking it might be better to see if we can clear everybody else out, which, one moment, because we can still have our comms, right, to everybody else. So, I'm going to call our doctor.
All right. It's a little staticky, but...
Hey, we're the reactor room, which I think there's a lot bigger problems that we could come up with, and I need a way to clear it out. Can you give a convincing enough argument, or at least information, on radiation-based venereal diseases? Something that will...
Are you planning to engage in sexual relations with the reactor?
No, but I'm assuming
Maybe.
somebody else has, and I want to send them out for treatment, preferably all of them.
You've been watching people have sexual relations with the reactor?
I need people out, and I need an excuse. Can you give me a diagnosis?
I dance past in the background.
Can you give me a
diagnosis?
diagnosis?
It would be better for him is diagnose what is the type of thing that will scare them.
Yeah. What kind of diagnosis will scare them the most? Send them to you for treatment, so we can take a look at this.
What substances are they imbibing?
Everything.
Yeah, space cocaine, clearly.
Space Coke.
Space rooms.
Space shrooms, neo-alcohol.
Tell them that I've been dealing with people that have actually been given poisonous space shrooms, not the kind that get you high.
Unless you consider the sweet release of death to be the ultimate high.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, you will not feel the effects for 72 hours, but if you get treated in the first 48 hours... your chances of living go from 1% to 83.
Okay. Would it be possible to tell them that whatever shrooms they're eating, it turned poison in the presence of the radiation, and they get out?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Mutated
right.
space shrooms.
So,
I mean, someone has to spend points to convince these people that.
hi, reassurance.
All right, that's going to be 2 points.
I have 2 points of it.
All right, yeah.
I mean, if he wants to put me on speaker, I've got respect.
If
You're the only one in the group.
You can be a 1-1. It's a
1-1?
Yeah.
Okay.
None of us are respectable.
That's fine. I have another respect too, but that's fine. I'll put reassurance on there just to say, trust him. So, partiers of the Ultra Reactor Lounge, I am sad to inform you that the space rooms that you have ingested tonight may in fact be carrying a lethal spore that is only activated when in the presence of high green radiation. So, since we all care about you like all good flamers do, we have a free checkout station in the front. If you will just go there, we'll clean it out, and then you can come back to the party.
All right, yeah, it's very reassuring.
We're going to need about 6 gallons of sugar water.
I got that.
You can use those points to grab some that I gave you.
Yes, sure, why not?
All right, so you have plenty of placebos.
Yes.
Very convincing placebos. Let's see here.
I go spin tracks.
I'll spend one of those hipster points.
Theobald Duchamp. Yeah.
What's the best pen for this? I've got data retrieval. I've got energy signatures.
Yeah.
All right. I've already boosted once, right? So it's just a spend now. Or...
I think boost can be done. It's every time you get information. It's a 2-point spends. That's sort of.
I'll spend a 2-point actually.
Yeah. When spending is boosted. Let's see here. You get the information or benefit after you get the information. So.
I'll spend 2, and so I guess after the 2, I get 1 back. So I'm down to 2 instead of 3. So.
Yeah. All right. So with a 2-point spend, the reactor is slowly losing control. They've done some cheap things to, like, quick fixes to keep it working, but it's in the next, year, short term, within the week, 2 weeks, it'll probably go critical.
So the next question I have, can I use my systems designer repair to shut it down?
Well, you also spent 2 points. There's more information.
Okay.
You see, they've created an impromptu sort of power grid. You can tell. You don't have the whole thing, but you're guessing it ties into the festival and all those other ships. And so they're distributing and loading powers. Thing is, when this thing goes critical, it's gonna fuck up everybody in the freighter, but it won't fuck up everything. But the real problem is anything connected to the power grid is going to get fucking shorted out.
I was about to say.
So all those ships are going to go.
And as the spa, too. So is the...
With spa, you don't know how... Like, that's one power cable. Like, that's the spa's probably going to have multiple systems. It probably wouldn't short out the spa.
Okay.
Whatever that one thing is connected to it on there. But it's like one power cable. It's not enough.
My question is, can I shut it down right now?
Maybe. What skills do you want to use?
I have systems design and repair, both.
Well, we don't know what...
Are those general abilities or...
General, yeah.
Well,
general. So
they're
yeah,
actual-
that would be...
they're do things.
You sure can. The question is, like, what is your priority? If you shut it down, obviously...
it's going to be a riot.
Well, that's a possibility.
I'm proposing this unless somebody wants to make an argument.
Well,
You could simply downgrade the amount of power it's outputting to make it more stable, but that's going to degrade, like, the lights they'll lose a lot of their sound systems and a lot of their other extras. It'll downgrade the quality of the festival.
The festival will be lame.
And
All
then that will certainly piss off a lot of people. Those bouncers are probably going to come back pretty quickly. So, and they can also reverse it too, unless you
lock it in some way.
unless you break it, in which case, yeah. If you just totally shut it down, you can shut it down so that no one can start it up again.
Can we look at the equipment to see if it's giving us a specific information about what it's connected to at the spa?
Let's see here. That'll be another investigative to try and figure that out.
Would it be data retrieval?
The data retrieval, yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
I'll drop a data retrieval.
Probably going to have evidence collection, possibly. Too.
Yeah, it's hooked up to. By reading through the grid, reading through the system, you can see it's connected. It's feeding power to a satellite dish. One satellite dish in particular. Satellite dish, 1365 or something, whatever, which doesn't seem to be connected to the rest of the grid, but it's on the... Like, they have a big tower or a big, ComSat thing on the spa, like every resort would,
Somebody's watching Bala television.
Or more often, that's like they're porting a message through somebody else as possibly piggybacking on it. This might be where our invitations
you would
are going
guess
out.
with 1 point of data retrievals, yeah, someone's sending messages through that satellite that person doesn't want anyone in the Karenite spa to know about.
If I drop another point, can I find out what that is?
Well, I guess it would be because it's power
it's
connected.
only power.
Okay.
You'd have to go to the spa to do it.
Gotcha.
You know where to go.
That's what I'm making sure of. All right.
Yeah.
So in that case, info dump and
So
also
yeah,
spin a track.
what is your priority? Like, you can shut it down, you can downgrade it.
I have proposed over the line. My first thing I state is I can just shut the whole thing down and it'll be fine. I mean, people will be mad, but that's their problem.
And as interesting as that could be, I think that's highly simplifying the solution.
But people lived without power for millennia. They just had fire. And they told stories, and it was fun. And it was like camping every day.
Were you that person? Did you live that? Or were you living eons as a being of corporeal energy?
I've been everybody. At least once. Twice if they promised not to call.
As much as you think that this is good, to paraphrase, there's more in that's the heavens and the earth than is what in your 700 years.
You're shorting me by a few decimal points.
Don't give a shit.
Anyways,
Sorry.
so
Based on throwing it out there for
You
everybody.
ever
else.
So we're
delivered
curing
babies?
people of
So-
contaminated.
you spent 2 points
I
on
think it's a good
that.
idea to shut it down completely right now.
It's your call. Like, leave it up to the group. I've broadcasted the group.
Sean,
Yes.
you spent 2 points on energy or signatures, right?
Yes.
All right. So with that, you know how to put a back door into this control panel, so you could remotely do this. So you don't have to be. You could put a pin in this for now and move on.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put the back door in it, and then just,
Yeah.
like, while we're debating, like, should we shut up? Let's just leave the track spinning for right now, shove something under the console,
Yeah.
hold up what looks like an old-fashioned, like, really old remote control clicker,
Yeah.
and I'll just deal with it later.
Yeah.
Now, is that actually a detonator, or is that...
And yes,
I mean, technically, it could be. You could just tell it to go amp up its power and cause it to go boom. You could go the other way. Yeah.
if I press the volume, it does one thing, and the channel does the other. I can't remember which one is which, but I'll get it right one of these times.
God for help you if you press the mute button.
So,
You don't want to know what closed captions does.
so you know how to solve. You have the means to solve the problem at the
Okay, so we've taken care of it.
well, you haven't taken care of
Well,
it.
I mean, it's
you,
prepare.
you can choose what to do at any time. It's just a matter of.
I did leave a bomb-ass playlist, though, so, you know.
Oh yeah. So you can leave the freighter. You could go to the festival. You could go to the dam to deal with the water situation, or you could go to the festival and look for inspiration. The person, not the skill. Or I don't know. Or you if you want to go.
Let's go to the festival. I'll do the exact same trick again.
I will report
You
back to
have the tent. Yeah, you can set that up.
Let's
It's a
get
new.
it.
Now it's a new scene.
Again,
Yeah.
I'll be your nurse.
Yeah.
So, refresh me. On the new scene, we don't get pool back, but does
No.
anything change? Or?
Nope, not right
Okay.
now. You have to, for general abilities, physical ones, you have to rest to get them back.
Okay.
Health is obvious. You need to heal if you
Yeah.
get damaged.
Okay.
Investigative, there are ways to refresh them in the middle of adventures. Like if you fulfill your drive, you can refresh them, I think. And there's some other ways you can. I think that if you have, you can, it varies from gumshoe game to gumshoe
Yeah.
game. But there are ways to refresh them, but in general, you get them all back at the end of the adventure.
Okay. So I'm reporting back to the group. We're info dumping. I'm letting them know I've got a back door. And what are we doing next?
All right.
Okay, so I think
So, Pavik is setting up his tent again to get more information about inspiration. Now that you have a name, you can make 1 point in reassurance spin to just find out where she is. If
What happens if I spend 2 points now that I know her name?
you can ask more questions. You can get more information.
We'll go ahead and spend the 2.
Okay. So you don't have to ask questions now, but now that you've spent them for the scene, or you can ask them now. You know, like whenever you want. So we'll gumshoe it. You can ask them whenever. Well, you're pumping her for information. So, but for sure, you get inspiration's location. She is in the festival. She's at the giant wicker cow in the center of the festival. She's supervising that.
Do they have steak here?
That would be a question that Papa could answer, or you could if you want to make a spend of something.
Intimidate. Do they tell me where they have steak? Tell me!
Well,
Swear to me.
I think I'd swear to meat.
yeah.
Hey!
If you made an
So
infiltration
that's for
check, you could sneak up on someone and Batman them like that, and then
Yeah, I don't sneak very much.
Okay, well then you can't Batman. like
Do
that.
we need to sneak somewhere?
So yeah, I'm
Why
totally
can't I
fulfilling my
see
drive
that?
right now, Ross.
Yeah.
Because instead of reshaping my inner world, I help to work positive changes in the external world.
Okay. Do you want to refresh points now, or I'd have to look that up. Let's see here.
So no, yeah, I'm fulfilling my drive by doing the shtick.
Okay.
Cool thing.
Cool thing. So we'll look that up. Learning things. Militarism, blah blah blah, conflicting drives. Let's look it up. I don't want to kind of look up the rules while I'm doing this. So, what do you guys want to do? Conflicting drives, custom suitable, using drives, tuning team.
So what's our game plan here?
Yeah.
I'm getting more information about this inspiration chick because she's the one that's bringing people here.
Do we need to put surveillance on her, like my technical investigative ability allows me to do?
I mean,
Do we
I'm
find
treating
something
a bunch of space hipster kids for VD.
Are any of them going to be talking to her
STI,
later?
STI, space sexual transmitted infections.
Well, I already told you where she is.
Okay.
So you can read.
Add an extra S, make them sentient.
Yeah. I
I
can't find the rules for it right now. So.
I'll look for it.
Yeah.
What page was it on?
I see 219 and 53.
So I'm asking, do we need to
Maybe
find
it's
a way
another
to
gumshoe game I'm thinking of.
infiltrate and drop surveillance on her for possible monitoring? I can do this. You need to tell me to do it.
Okay.
How much shit would you get into if you got caught? How much bullshitting will I need to do to talk you out of it?
Everybody loves me.
Well,
What is your goal here at the festival? Because right now, are you trying to figure out their problem of how they got here? Or why they're coming here?
For the record, I have a very high infiltration because I'm tiny and sneaky.
I'm thinking it was more. I think the best way, because throwing them off planet is probably going to start a bigger conflict, and might actually cause again the kids, the cowboys, and the
Karenites?
the Karens to.
Karenites.
What if the festival was just lame?
Well, yeah, we could. That's like social engineer that one to the point of it, but maybe bringing up a compromise between the three, between all of the factions too, just to make sure that they're sharing the resources as needed, and maybe get more information because we don't know if somebody is actually manipulating these guys or somebody within the faction is doing it themselves.
Well, that's true. Right now, you know that Inspiration apparently has some sort of affiliate program. She's trying to get people to this planet, to this
So
festival.
we can talk to her about that if we can get a meeting. So.
You know where she is. You can.
Well, I just don't know if we can actually what protection or
You can walk to the center and just look around and see her if you want to see what
Somebody
what's
could
going on.
sweet talk her while somebody else drops surveillance in that room so that if she says something...
Well, it's an outdoor festival. It is.
if there's a spot where we can get...
She has a tent too, so you.
Okay.
If there's a spot where we can get
Well, I
something
do have.
candy from her-
I do have social skills. So if you don't, if you're busy during the SSTI,
STI, yeah.
yeah, or
Space sexually transmitted infections, Ross.
Yep, sorry.
Or-
SSTI.
yeah, or just TI.
They used to be SSTD, Space Spring Filtration.
Sties. Yeah, there we go. Sties.
All right.
But I can go with that like we have, and then see if it helps. So so I'll go around, and if you can accompany me as
I'm going to toddle on after Illustrious, who I still insist is called Illustrious Potentate.
All right, so
you can just call me
you
Fuga.
make your way through the festival as you park your land speeder at the edge and sort of because it's the only place where there's parking.
I rando high-five people.
The density gets thicker the closer you get to the center. The center is sort of a big wide open space, sort of a circular kind of open area. There's a massive cow being made out of wicker. There's like bundles of dry sagebrush and things being piled underneath it. They're preparing for the fire because it's Searing Fire Cow Festival. There are fountains, actually a couple with real water. They've been they're piping it in from the reservoir. They're and just doing. And, mostly naked festival goers of all species are sort of prancing and frolicking about. You were offered many drugs and free hugs on your way.
I do many hugs.
Yeah. There's even a couple of Moss Fall.
They get extra hugs.
Yeah.
All the hugs.
And it's just very lovey and, very well. You've heard of the Hippo system. I mean, this is totally like the Hip Stars. But you see Inspiration. She has a big golden necklace with the word Inspiration on it, and a tattoo on her upper shoulders. It says Inspiration.
so she's branding. We get it.
I lean up to Illustrious and say, figure out where she's going to be where she might say something else. That people shouldn't hear.
Well, I mean, if
She has a
trying to
tent
gain
set up
confidence.
near the irrepressible. That it's a big blue tent. 2 stories tall. A cyber tent.
That's big.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I think in this case, again, going towards professionalism, being truthful right now, saying that we have become here to basically negotiate for the water rights again to make sure that this is being fair. That is all.
I want to see what's in the tent.
I will see if I can get to negotiate.
I want to go to the tent. Go to the tent now.
Okay.
I toddle off because I'm a curious little fellow, and I want to see what's in the tent.
And I will. Actually, how many people are in front of me?
All right, there's a big crowd. I mean, they're kind of moving about, so it could be nobody, or you could be, I mean, think of like a big open.
I was thinking, how dense it is. How much am I going to have to maneuver
There's
through?
open space in the central circle where she's kind of walking around. She's kind of looked like glad-handing people, kind of like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? That kind of thing. So it's not too dense right around you, but you're sort of off at the edge. There's more people around her.
Okay. So, because I was thinking if it was kind of the impenetrable wall, I would just try to phase through them in front.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that to draw attention to yourself.
So that's what I was thinking, just making it. So,
all right.
So that will be a roll for that.
Yeah, it will be. Let's see here. What's the skill called?
That's phase.
Phase. All right.
That's
That is a general ability. So let's find out what the difficulty is going to be. Try new skills. Phase. All right. It's more than a person's more than. How many centimeters would you think a person is?
going through, depending on the size of that. Thickness.
200 some.
Yeah.
200 centimeters.
No, I think that's a lot. So.
Well, each person's about meters approximate-ish to a yard.
Take
Every
inches.
person being 6 feet tall is about 2 meters tall.
Wait, are you going by height? I thought you went thickness.
Yeah.
Thickness.
Yeah, thickness.
Oh, thickness.
So that's like no more than maybe
9 inches times 2.5 for a good estimate would be 18. Be 27 inches, maybe centimeters. Sorry,
How many?
27 centimeters at a conservative estimate, meaning it's broader than the average person.
Yeah.
All right,
Extra
difficulty
thick.
4.
Difficulty 4.
To phase through a person.
Okay, I'll spend 2 on that. So.
And again, I'm being like really broad about the thickness because just in case, you never know.
All right, that's a 7.
Okay. Doesn't say what happens if you fail.
I'm sure something not fun.
It's kind of weird that they don't have that.
If you fail, burn the character sheet.
Yeah, apparently. All right, yeah, you face through a person. People are like, oh, whoa, hey, cool. Durag.
I turn around and just give a small bow.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, are you here? Are you from? Who's your affiliate?
So, well, no affiliate, ma'am. But I was like, I'm actually on a different one. Illumination. I presume.
What?
Oh, inspiration. Sorry,
Literally, she has a necklace that says inspiration.
That's right.
Yeah.
Inspiration. I presume.
He was trying not to stare at the necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's like my name is Illustrious. It's like Fuga. I am actually a representative from the Karenites. So it's like we would bring it for the Karenites, who has asked me to speak on behalf of them.
Her smile drops. It's like, oh.
This is nothing else. It's like at this point, this is nothing. That's like offhand.
You have reassurance?
Yes, I do.
Spend it?
Yes, I still have a point of reassurance,
All
so
right.
I will spend that.
All right, she will not immediately stop the conversation.
Yep.
All right, so you're reassuring her that
No, this is
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Theobald.
Is anybody guarding the tent?
Oh, there's some people around. There's not. I mean, they're not specifically guarding it, but if you just didn't infiltrate it, they would definitely know it.
So I'll infiltrate by simple virtue of knowing that they're going to be looking the other way at a certain moment because I've seen it all before. So I'll drop 2 infiltration points. I guess that's how that works, right? And that's a +2 to my roll?
Yep.
6 + 2.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
They literally turn around as I walk past as if it was destined.
Yep.
And
So
I just toddle the fuck in like it's natural. And I'm going to start dropping bugs
Okay.
all over the fucking... So I guess I'm going to go all in. You know what? Yeah. 2 in Hollow Surveillance.
Okay.
We will know all the things.
You will know all the things, and she's got a hollow surveillance setup herself.
Can I subvert it and make it work for us?
With 2 points, yeah.
Oh my god! I don't even have to put the buttons on it. I can just say hello.
Yep.
Hello.
All right, so you're working on that.
And I also give, since we probably got earpieces.
Yeah.
I have to use the name. Hold on. Where is it?
Illustrious potentate, this is noble Lumpkin.
As I'm hearing this in my head.
Yep.
So I'm just looking at it going...
She has the coolest setup, and it's mine now.
Mm-hmm.
Keep talking to her.
She also has some encrypted messages.
Oh shit! Should I? I'm gonna data retrieval that.
So, Ross, according to the book, drives are for you to pull on our heartstrings
Okay.
and force us to do things.
In some gumshoe games, Night's Black Agents, what I'm thinking of. Drives can be used to refresh.
There was a way to refresh. I can't remember what it was, but
Yeah. So I don't want to slow the game.
we'll deal with it.
down.
Yeah. So like I said, I've reported that, and I see data retrieval.
Right.
Oh shit! I put on my
0
gear.
points to get them. It's gonna be encryption to actually, or decryption to.
Oh fuck! I didn't take that. All right, so I'll get it, and if
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
else can do it, great.
So you got clue plot points. Meanwhile, so you're talking inspiration. She said, "Look, this planet is unclaimed by the Combine. It's trying to be independent, but it's a big planet. We all have space, and it's got a good vibes. And we're just trying to have a good time. And I'm sorry those stuck-up cultists are trying to harsh out on us, but it's not their planet, as they weren't here, and what's even the problem?"
Well, that's like, it's funny that you should mention that. The Karenites understand it's like your party and actually have no particular issue with that. If
Great,
you want to do
we're
it,
done.
then, but
And you're their representatives, so I have that.
I was like, oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
in that
she
case,
turns. No, sorry. She doesn't turn. You spend.
How's this? At that moment, if it helps, I walk out of the tent again, like it was.
No, it's going to take you
Okay.
some time.
Okay.
No, but like the issue with it has primarily concerned with the water, since again you are not the only. It's like members on this one. It's like on
We
this.
give them enough water.
So, well, at this point, it was more concerned that it was taken. It's like taken without most of the consulting, and the problem remains they want to prevent any kind of it's like hostilities, mainly from the other 2 factions.
Wait, are you
going across.
threatening me?
I'm not doing any sort. So
You just said that there's going to be hostilities if we don't give you all the water and you want us all to die.
the actually respect. That's like I would never say that to you.
All right, if you spend a point of respect.
I will spend that point of
All
respect.
right.
We have to sing it.
Let me
you
friend
quote
him so
you quote hip star lyrics that are meaningful to her.
So
Something about
I wouldn't. It's like I wouldn't go. I wouldn't imagine the stardust in your eyes would consider this insult you as such.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
The problem, of course, has been that there's some sort of there's a varmint nest in the dam, so we can't change the settings.
Bullshit detector.
Well, 0 points. She's telling the truth.
Bullshit detector 1 point.
Oh, damn. Yeah. She's telling the truth, but
Truthiness.
So there is a varmint nest at the dam.
Okay. So that's like so after
But
you change.
there's something.
So, but after you change that, it's like that's preventing you from at least altering what you've already changed.
Yes, it can't change it. It's just the way it is.
Okay. Well, what if somebody were to go and alter that for you? And then help us distribute the water rationing on there appropriately.
It's perfect. It's fine. Don't
distributed.
Yeah, don't like what we need. There's more people showing up every day. It's growing. We need all the water we can get. You would deny us water? You would let us die out here in the desert?
So no such. That's like no, I would not. So, but also that was there before you, and I will spend a point of bureaucracy. That was there before you got here, and if That's like, and you would
Yeah,
like
you can't spend the point of your access on
Okay.
working her.
Okay, sorry.
She's not a bureaucrat.
Okay,
She's
so-
not a government official. This is kind of lawless. So
Okay. Well, all right, because I don't have. I forgot to ask when I did my negotiate the first time. Did my boost come into effect, or could I hold on to that?
yeah, if you spend it to get it, no, you spend it to get it. You didn't spend it to get. No, you did to get more information. Yeah, you get 1 point back. So
Okay, so I
I could threaten them.
Okay. So, well, and this negotiation. Well, here's the thing. They will. Well, it's like this issue obviously isn't going away anytime soon. I wouldn't. It's like I would absolutely hate to see.
there's
the
other
party
rivers
stop.
and water sources. Like
But outside the closest one. So if you don't want to be bothered with it as much, I can act
I'm
as the
not bothered.
I can act as the intermediary between you and
we're
make sure
fine.
that everybody gets a
Everything's
fair
fine on our
deal.
end. I don't know why you're making a hassle about this. You said the first thing you said is that there's no problem.
So they have no problem with your party.
You see, exactly. They have no problem with our. So with this for free, yes, you can't negotiate with her because you have no leverage over her.
We do have one possible, but I don't know about if.
What, the reactor?
No, the transmitter possibly. I'm wondering.
You don't
We
know.
don't know what it does.
You
Yeah.
don't know who's connected to it. You don't know.
Okay.
What it is.
Well, I will give digital credentials saying, well, we'll take a look at the varmint problem regardless, but remember at this point...
No, well, the farmers are really dangerous. I'd feel so bad if you went in there and you got hurt because they're really dangerous and you shouldn't go in there at all.
No,
It's fine.
well-
Don't hurt yourself. Like, stay here. Don't you want to get meet some people? Like, that phasing was so cool. You could lead a workshop. Do you want some mind expanding drugs? I have a lot of mind shrinking drugs.
well, and
It was
that,
leveling drugs.
I appreciate that, but when I'm
What?
on the job, I don't take that off.
Look, man, you can be here. We'll be self sufficient. just don't. Anyways.
Do you need an exit strategy?
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
Well, at this,
Literally.
go ahead. So,
I'm probably done downloading. I've
Yeah.
got all the packets. I just thought, oh, he's bombing. Toddle up.
Yeah.
Hug her around the waist.
Oh, what? Hello.
Hi, I like you.
Oh, I like you too. See? How can you do? Yeah, anyways, yeah, you can just turn it.
This helps you get out
Yeah.
by being horribly awkward.
Right. So, yeah, and you easily extricate yourself.
Yeah, I've got the information as we're walking out. I downloaded all the packets. I've hijacked the system. We just need someone to decrypt it.
And then you need some. You can actually, because you spent 2 points on that, you can also you get access to our logs and they record things. It'll just take time to look through them.
Yeah, and if you need me to do data retrieval on that, I do have a point log.
Isn't there another thing for? I want to say.
Hi. How you
That's
doing?
literally it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing good.
You bugging out okay?
Yeah, I'm doing the bug.
Unless somebody else wants to do a
Let's
thing.
see here.
Yeah.
You know what sucks about being a bug?
I can also do imaging.
Yeah, imaging. That was one.
okay.
I can do
Imaging
Sucks about
to look through the
about
footage.
being a big army.
So-
Anyways,
I'll spend that ahead of time for later, and they can.
Hell yeah.
We'll
So
take
you
that.
guys
Hell
have talked to inspiration. So you two, what other questions do you want to figure out now that you've been listening in on the conversation, stuff like that? So you can
Right. What is inspiration the one in charge?
what you can find out is that inspiration seems to be the origin of some sort of affiliate program. As far as anyone can tell, that they get special reward points that they get for to turn in for free drugs and other minor benefits at the festival for inviting and bringing other people off world to here. Only off world people count, and so you figured that out. That seems to be our motivation, is to make this as big as possible.
So who's bankrolling this whole shindig? Like,
No
do
one
these-
knows, and no one cares.
I got a point for this. I literally have forensic accounting. If you can dig it up, I can figure it out.
So, like, where are these drugs coming from? Who's bringing them in?
There's a couple of ships that have onboard labs.
Okay. So they're making the drugs here.
Yeah, it's not hard to make drugs in the far future.
I mean,
All you need's a dream.
Dream being the acronym of a 3D manufacturing printer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
are there any rivals to inspiration?
The rebels. She's been talking to rebels who have been kind of like pushing in a little bit, but there's some sort of tension between the two groups, but people aren't sure what it is. The rebels have been bringing some cows to the festival for big, luau's essentially. So So the rebels are supplying the hipstars with food. So maybe there's some sort of disagreement about payment schedules or something like that. It's total speculation.
Has anybody encountered any cowboys here at the festival?
No one. There have been some cowboys sighted, but none of them have come close.
Okay. And the Karenites are treated as...
Karenites have shown up at Preach some days, and people either think they're funny or think they're super buzzkills. So either way, nobody's really aware that they're sort of, taking their water or anything like that.
Okay.
The Karenites are too nice to sort of point that out.
But they'll send lasers to pseudo-threaten with violence.
Well, because that's the Karenite way, is because you have to be as nice as possible, but hiring possibly amoral mercenaries is actually the most righteous thing to do, because that's what their god was probably, a former mercenary turned military officer. So,
any other questions I should be thinking of asking? No, I'm just not thinking of IRL.
No, I think you've got most of it.
People also there's a varmint problem. Varmints have been nipping at people. I mean, not literally at people, but at food supplies at the fringes. So people set out fireworks, loud noises, and hollow projectors to scare them off.
Okay, what are these varmints?
They're about the size of coyotes, but with sort of reptilian, scaly bodies and big, alligator-sized jaws.
Space alligator dogs.
Yeah.
Rough.
And, of course, weird bug eyes.
Of course. Mm-hmm. So all the things that our weapons expert will not want to shoot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't have a choice.
I bet they taste delicious, though.
I could tell you for sure if we did that. I mean, that would be something I could definitely help out with. I mean, it would be my honor and my duty.
So that means they'd have to be shot up pretty good first.
Yeah, that would probably be, tenderize them a little bit with some, some projectiles and.
So, when do people think about going home?
That's a good question. People have been. It seems like every time someone gets kind of burned out,
or do they just kind of sleep where they fall?
Well, people mostly show up in ships, and they're building tents and things like that. So,
and then
it starts the festival. It's kind of a Squattersville. Anyone who tries to say, I'm taking off on my ship tomorrow. Ships start breaking down, just bad luck, and it's clearly, you're meant to be here, dude. So, 1 or 2 ships have taken off, but
that's not fucking suspicious.
But those people are super lame. We don't want to be like Chad, who took off in his spaceship.
God damn it, Chad.
Yeah, so.
He's like,
fair.
What? Dude, I've been getting that my whole life. It's my name.
To be fair, Chad's actually a nice guy. All right.
So
it's not Chad's fault. He's a lame ass man.
And then, of course, it seems like every time somebody talks about that, it's just coincidentally new drugs show up, even better drugs.
Wow.
Yeah, and new music acts.
So, what's the music of choice here?
Vaporwave,
space wave, neo house vaporwave. It's
Epic wave.
Epic wave. Thank you.
Yes.
It's epic wave.
Pulsar funk.
Yep, pulsar funk.
Pulsar funk and epic wave.
Yep.
Epic wave is like everything a space opera needs, but it's wavy.
Yep.
I don't want to live in this setting.
Vaporwave is actually considered sophisticated like jazz. So
I don't want to live in this setting.
See,
Game over. Good night, folks.
And gangster rap is classical.
It's Carcosa. We're done here.
Wait, is this just the non-stop party
yeah.
Oh, God.
where you can't escape?
After interviewing these people for a while, it's like, yeah, it kind of is.
Where even the release of death, they just reappear.
Well, no. Whoa, that's a little far.
Well, somebody reappears. Somebody takes their spot.
Now, you see it as you're all talking over the hours that you're here, you see another ship land.
So we're back together?
Hey, what? Everyone's super.
Hey, TK, somebody gave me a strange looking gummy bear. Do you want to eat it?
Yeah.
All right, make a health check.
Sorry, Tom.
I'm not.
That was supposed to be a one-off joke. You were supposed to tell me to fuck off.
I don't know why you would think that would happen with me.
Well, out of character comedy writing.
5.
All right, it gives you a nice buzz, but that's it.
Like, ooh, that's tingly.
Does it taste purple?
No,
like
it's
fruit.
definitely plaid.
It's kind of fruit, hint overtones of a little spice and synthetic drugs.
Pat him on the back.
Phil, stop making buttery bears out of the potpourri.
TK, you're a very tough guy.
Well, thank you.
In the future, never accept that from me.
All right, so you've got more information about what's going on.
Yep.
If anybody has decryption, they can decrypt some messages.
Can somebody else fucking decrypt this shit?
Do
you have decryption?
If not, Barry does. If you want. To
I do not. I don't have any technical abilities outside of
I'm gonna call
virology.
All right.
Barry?
Hey! Oh, hey.
How's it going, Barry?
Good.
We're knocking it out of the park. We're doing a great job. Is this a thing?
See?
I know you like puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'd send you one.
Oh,
Do
cool.
you want a puzzle? Yeah. I might bring you some gummy bears, too.
Hey, that festival you're at,
Oh, yeah. It's jumping.
Micro has been telling me about it. He keeps trying me to buy small little pamphlets from it. It's really annoying.
What do you mean?
But nothing about that. I am really tired. If you can give me some uppers, I will be able to do that.
I will upload and send you uppers.
Okay.
Do we have something like a chute to ferry that, or like a little drone?
Yeah, you can get a drone.
Okay.
So that would be preparedness to.
I do have
or if you want to make a downside.
I do have chemistry.
Well, you have to get to a lab.
I was just gonna. Do I just pop? Do I like one spend and then roll, or?
For preparedness, it would be roll. If you have downside, if you spend one on downside, you can get some.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a preparedness. I'm gonna be nice to Barry.
All right.
So I'll drop one, and 5 plus 1. That would be
All right.
6. So
All right. So yeah.
I score him some drugs and upload the data for him to work
All
on.
right. So he's only going to spend 1 point on this. He didn't get the 2 point of it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get it that high.
So you don't get decrypt the financial records. She's using e-Dogecoin so you're not able.
Dogecoin Harmony.
Yeah, so you can't
Wait,
get any.
if I coordinate with him and drop an actual investigative point from forensic accounting,
No, you can't.
I can't. Okay,
Because you didn't spend 2 points on decryption.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
So, I mean, you get the plot information.
Yeah.
You just don't get, like, hey, here's an additional bit of it.
Okay.
So, with this, you find out she has been communicating with an anonymous off-world person who really wants her to get as many people on planet as possible and keep them there.
That's
for
suspicious.
At least the next year. And so she's talking about, infrastructure problems and shit like that. And he's like, I will get you more. Just I'll keep wiring you credits. Just get more. It's working. It's great. You're doing great. Just keep it up. These.
So she's the smoke screen in front of this.
For this off-world. The thing is, with that, you realize her own ship. This is to someone off system, so you're not sure exactly where it is. So you'd have to trace it. So you have to get in your ship and physically trace it, but she, in order to send it, would need a powerful dish to send it out,
Like a really powerful dish off-site.
and it would be. And there's no dishes like that here. Like the ships here are all small, like your ship.
But what
that
about
dish
one
over
that's
at the spa?
at the spa?
That would be perfect. But she couldn't be running that from here. There's no connection between here. She could wirelessly transmit, but someone at the spa has to be maintaining that.
So we info dump this, and guys, what do you think?
Well,
So there's got to be someone at the spa.
If there's an intermediary who's producing this, somebody who likes
She's sending you
micro
messages.
transactions. So.
No, she starts sending you messages.
Okay.
She's just changed the encryption though, so you're not able to get them.
Okay.
Right after you finish talking to her.
Okay.
So, guys, what do
we
you
can
think?
still record those and send those over to.
You can have their encrypted ones, yeah.
Okay. So. Alright. So, this is getting more off, and the kill switch is still on the.
Oh, yeah. I can shut down anytime. All of it. Every little bit. Every last jewel.
Okay. I think we do need to see about the spa, though, because I don't know how. If the varmints are over there, it probably should.
I can take care of them.
Well, we might want to identify what we have first, and I might have a chance to see what it actually is, since I do have zoology. So if we can get one of those, I maybe identify them.
Happy Zuzu?
Well, whatever this creature is, so.
They're at the dam, not at the spa.
Well, I know. That's why I said go to the dam in order to take care of those.
I'm dropping it as a consensus for the group.
Inspiration said there would be a nest of them, so...
But we know she's not giving us all the information on there, so that could be something to distract us or to keep us from going over there.
I'm pretty sure there is she is being honest about that there is a nest of them at the dam.
So if we take hold of the water supply...
Yeah.
And we have a stranglehold potentially ready on the power supply. We've got fuck tons of leverage if we get both.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that we take over the water supply and we make ourselves lords of it. But we're not really lords since we work for someone else.
Well, it's kind of a deep water sort of situation, like a water...
So we'd essentially be barons of this water.
I was going to say...
Dang, it's Moxie.
That beat out my Lords of Waterdeep. All right.
That's a RPPR reference. That's what our in the fourth ed campaign, the D&D campaign I ran.
Before my time.
That's how we got our start at the colony. There was taking control of the water supply.
So I'm proposing we take over We've already got half the infrastructure.
Yeah, I'm on board for Team Water Baron.
Okay, let's get our disruptors and do a thing.
Okay.
Put up a sign out for lunch.
The doctor is out.
Out for drugs.
Drugs.
So yeah, no.
Time for shoot manning or shoot dogging.
I can scout or sneak if you need me to, but I think mainly this is like time for people who shoot things and beat things up.
I mean, Tom hasn't done much yet this game in terms of actually contributing skills and dumping points.
Also,
I mean, no offense, it's just we haven't done the thing that you're suited for.
Also, if I sit behind him and he misses really bad, he gets a do-over.
All right,
you're a do-over.
Whoa,
that's what she said.
Whoa.
Anyhow,
whoa. All right,
whoa.
All right, so you see the dam in the distance. So you see a reservoir behind it. You see the pipes leading, there are irrigation fields set up nearby. Clearly there was some sort of massive agricultural system here at one point, but they abandoned it, when the war broke out. And they just kind of and also a lot of water is obviously going to be diverted to the spa.
Yeah.
But they kind of neglected it, so... you can see obvious signs. You see some a couple of cow skeletons or remnants.
Would sensing trouble come in handy here?
Probably so. You're actually far away. You're still in the land speed right now. You're far enough away right now that you don't have to.
Okay.
Certainly when you go in the dam.
All right.
So you can think about what the approach is. You see there's basically a little side door that leads into the interior of the dam. So that's where the dam controls would be. Damn.
So the group is aware. You probably already know this about Theobald. The stat is listed as sense trouble with a boost at 8. I know when shit's about to go down.
It's a general ability, so you get a +1 to your roll automatically.
Yeah, I'm just saying, So just make sure to make use of that, because in character I'm too stupid to really think about that.
No worries. And if we need something, I have a preparedness to. I have a boost to preparedness,
so we're going in.
You're just okay. So no spends or anything. You're just gonna kick the door in.
Is anybody gonna? I mean, come on, guys.
Okay.
Like, I will be ready to sense trouble.
Do you have any tactics or zoology things you want to
I do have zoology, so I can
But
spend
it's on
that
PC.
to see if there's any sign of a
Overwatch
particular
isn't my
creature or
thing.
something else that would go through.
Okay. Dan.
What?
So no spins for you on skills or anything. You're just
For what?
well, you're at the dam. Like, what is your approach to get in?
We're getting in there. How do we do this?
Yeah.
You guys, I know you two are like the big combat monkeys compared to us.
Yeah.
Compared to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 6 in shooting.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, zoology.
Yes.
You want to make a spin?
Yes, I do.
All right. So with zoology, you've heard some reports of them, and you can look at their victims. You know, the dead cow, and you're guessing this is a predator. Smaller. It's dog sized, coyote sized. It's also scared by loud noises, and it's not going to attack unless you go in its nest to protect its young or its eggs, whatever it's doing. In terms of other abilities, you're not sure if you have a 50-50 chance it has a venom. It also might have some sort of spider egg, or sort of spidery web, or some sort of sticky things. There's some sort of. It's not just
secretion that.
Yeah, it has. You could tell it's not just something that's fast and stealthy and bitey. It's got something else with it.
Okay.
But you're not sure exactly what it is. You can't tell with this, but you could tell. If your goal is to kill them, there are smart ways to do this, and you could also just try and focus on driving them out. Like,
There's enough loud noises.
or you could also trap them, or you could also poison them.
Okay. Well, if we're trying to drive them out to making them feel that the area is unsafe and having them abandon the
Loud
nest.
noises? So I can put on a big brown coat and hold a boombox over my head and blast them out?
Okay, all right. I would like to let you know how the last time we did Operation Ghetto Blaster, it didn't work.
I called it Say Anything, damn it!
Well,
I could make some flashbangs.
You could. The thing is, getting them out of their nest is going to be a problem. They're not going to leave their nest unless they think it's in that it's dangerous being in the nest. So loud noises won't drive them out of the nest. But if they think fire or some other hazard is going there, so for example, they might be some xenopredators are
radiation sensitive.
So if you got a radioactive thing and put it near the nest, they might leave because, oh God, well, we have to abandon the nest and abandon whatever young or eggs we have there or carry them with us because it's radioactive now.
Do they have natural predators?
So if you got a sample, if you trapped one and then dissected it, you could come up with a sure-proof scheme to do that. Other things you could do, you could try and poison them. Like you could, if you got a cow, and then just put poison sacks in it.
Yeah.
And then set up a hollow surveillance device, and oh look there, slow-acting poison. And then 6 hours later, they're all dead. That's one way. So, because you don't think you think the thing is nobody's made a systematic approach to try and kill them out. So they don't know, like, what kind of shit intelligent species can do to kill them. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to be wary of poison or traps yet. But they're probably pretty fast snipers. So you got one shot at anything. I mean, you could just kick the door out and start shooting.
We really haven't had good luck with that.
Well, I mean, they're undoubtedly they're going to be able to ambush you. They're probably that inside that dam is going to be totally dark.
I have night vision.
Could I sense trouble on like a big fucking spend and actually scout it, essentially?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Try.
I'll look at the skill again, but
I'm not 100% how that works necessarily. I think it's really just, I got a bad feeling about this, but I'm not sure.
Do you like cooperative shooters?
Okay. So you play Payday.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I mainly solo play.
Oh wait, what was the question? What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out the proper usage of sense trouble.
Sense trouble is like, am I about to be
Do you like Payday, but like feeling like you need to download DLC all the time?
Okay. Anyways, so the sense trouble, the way it works is monsters. I don't roll for their abilities, so it's can the monster sneak up on you or not?
So basically, if we go in, I can make sure we don't get ambushed.
Yeah,
that's it. Okay.
So it'd be a fair fight against them.
Okay. All right.
But they would. You'd still have to fight however.
It might also help sneaking in a sense because.
Yeah.
And could it be a preparedness roll to have a trap set prepared to grab one of them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do
So
that.
would you like to
Lethal or
seize one?
non-lethal?
Non-lethal, because I would like to
Well,
make sure
as
we
long
can
as
study this.
dissect
So.
it, then I can eat what's left.
But you can study a dead animal too.
True, so but if they're alive, and we don't know what's going on
We have
yet, and I would like to get more
filter
information,
out.
so
Alright, go
non-lethal
for it.
is the best. So I'll
So-
spend 2, and the boost gives me a +1, correct?
No.
Okay, so I'll be getting 3 on that.
Mhm.
Yep. So
You got a fucking cage. So, what? You just need bait.
Steak!
You don't have steak.
We can get some steak.
Can we
Steak.
3D print some steak?
Find a hipster.
Actually, no. There's steak at the festival. You can smell steak, so you can go back with another preparedness. menu.
preparedness roll just to get the
Yeah.
steak, so I'll do that. So
Alright.
yay, +1s. So alright, another 2. That still leaves me with 4. Wait, that's the wrong page.
Yes, it is.
Shut up.
Jeez.
I see everything.
No, you get Captain
Illustrious.
Hey, babe,
Captain
boss,
Alien Obvious.
Every time I eat something new, I'm going to roll the 6. That's going to determine how good it is.
All right,
Okay.
so
I like
four. Thank God for my boost. So.
Yep, you have steak. So you already spent your point in zoology, so you set up a good site away from the dam. You have holo surveillance devices. You don't have to
Yeah,
spend that.
we
Did
just
you get enough that I could try it?
No.
Just take a bite.
Look,
Won't notice.
look. This isn't
You
a
can make a
taste test.
preparedness to see if you got some while you're at the site.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a straight roll.
This ain't a taste test barbecue. This is varmint hunting.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to see what I think of cow steak.
Well, this is prepared at the festival. This is basically like a food truck version of that.
Okay, let's see what I think of it.
A food
A
spaceship.
steak wrap.
I rolled a 3. It's edible. It's got some nice taste. But
It's not fresh.
yeah, it's probably, this is just, that's what I think of food truck steak.
Yeah.
See, I'm just afraid that since that's not fresh enough, we're going to leave the trap here, come back a couple hours later, and you will have Zoidberged yourself into the trap while the varmint is circling.
Hey,
All right.
I'm a professional.
So you have the trap set up. It's going to take time for it to. You can wait for it to do that.
Oh, I'll wait.
Or you could go to the spa while you're waiting.
We should look
I-
at the satellite.
I'm going to be on site like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm stalking and hunting. Oh, wait.
Well, no, they
So-
got a trap. They have a.
I know, I'll be say there watching the trap.
Well, they have a hollow.
You don't
device.
have to. I mean, I can just.
Yeah,
tell
we
you
can-
when it
we
I like to
goes.
be there.
Okay, so
So you're going to be by yourself at the dam site.
Anyone else want to stay with me?
I think the thing is you could go to the spa, deal with that person working with a hidden satellite dish.
We're going to be solving the fucking mystery.
Like,
That's why we're here.
are you going to need me? Because I'm mainly here for blowing shit up and shooting.
There might be someone you have to chase.
That might become necessary, and they might be tasty.
What can I? Well, hey, I can't eat a sentient being.
What?
I don't like it, but I can't.
Well, none of you are actually sentient anyways. It doesn't matter.
Wait, I think that's
Walk up,
untrue.
toddle off.
That's untrue.
All right. So.
All right, I'll go
So
with you guys.
you're Roger the alien with schizophrenia, is what you are.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was
Yeah.
thinking. A little
Yeah.
bit.
yeah.
So, you all fly back, or land
drive
speed
back.
back
We speed on back.
to the spa.
Bumping
It's
that
about
epic wave,
dusk
you know.
at this point.
And,
Micro Ransaxian is there. How goes it?
We're making slow but steady progress.
Very good. I can tell we made the right choice by hiring a moral mercenary such as yourselves.
Well, thank you for that. So,
hold
but
up
we
a fist for a
must
fist
resist.
bump and say, loot box.
Yes.
Must resist urge to laugh at that statement.
This
But,
spirit of courageous with you.
But we do have some general questions that you might be
Of
able to help
course.
us out with. So, is there somewhere private we can talk?
Yes.
All right. So, one that does not cost a Dogecoin.
Oh, yes. Oh, you want the free version? Yes. The free to talk.
No, because I've been in that room and it is full of advertisements.
And herpes.
No, not just advertisements.
About herpes.
No, well, there are informational ones.
Yeah,
so-
space herpes.
Yeah, so you go to a room covered in ads, on screens, just playing.
They just keep popping
sites.
up.
Yeah.
You realize that with micro in here, he's going to have to continuously refer to these ads the whole time we're talking to him.
But while
hopefully
that's
it might
going
throw
on,
him
are they
off, so-
distracted and cannot get to the satellite dish?
You could sneak off and go to Satellite Dish.
Unless somebody wants to follow me, I'm toddling off to the satellite dish.
I'll keep right.
Are you going to sneak away so Micro doesn't see you?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
I'm a sneaky person.
He's speedrunning this, Ross.
Yeah, fuck yes.
All right.
Drop 2 points. Fuck, rolled a 1, so that's 3. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, oh, where are you going?
Places.
Well, you might get lost in this. And then
I travel through space and time, mostly space.
Well, stay with the group. I mean, I would feel bad if you were trying to access one of our non-free-to-play areas. Free-to-talk areas. Yes.
Well, plenty of bureaucracy to go. Look, he's actually already on the preferred payer plan. He's already on the preferred payer plan, and he can giving him access. We've already negotiated this before.
Well,
we don't want to go through it
I'm
again. Can you? It's like I would appreciate if you let this slide because we don't want to pull out all of our credentials all over again.
Okay, yeah. With that,
I lean, but while he's saying that,
Is that
I'm
one
leaning up
spend
to
or-
Yeah.
one of the screens. It's probably a touch screen. I keep tapping the red X in the top right corner to shut it down, and it keeps coming back up.
Yep.
And then after that, I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, of course. I'm sorry. I did not want to.
I kind of
Yes, I should. Perhaps I should get this upgrade to iOrganize, the software recommended for all Corinites to organize their security and their applications and their subscription services.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, but no, mainly some questions I had for you because knowing what we have out here, and we've made some contact with the partiers. So,
Oh yes,
yes,
the hip
hip
stars.
stars. So,
Yes.
we
Sometimes I wonder about if I should go on a vacation. I wonder if this vacation from sent by the Expedients would be a good package for me to go to the planet of Oahu, which is an island planet with many beautiful oceans.
yeah. Well, it's a possibility of that too, but
Would you like to go to that island planet? Would you like to fill in a survey talking about your desires for vacations? Okay. Anyway.
Like,
good
go
answer.
back to him.
Good answer.
All right.
So I'm just bringing the distraction right now. So
Okay.
until,
So meanwhile,
Would hacking into this be a communications intercept, or would it just be okay? Because that's like a general ability, right? I can do that. I will spend 2. It's also a boost, so.
All right.
Brr. So the boost adds 1 to the roll, right? For it's a general. All right.
so you get +3.
9.
It's pretty fucking amazing. What you do. So basically, there is you realize there's someone on here who is an agent working, or there is a collaborator working with Inspiration here. One of the Karenanites is working with Inspiration because this unknown person is doing a bunch of maintenance and realigning the satellite dish and making sure no one notices it. So
I'm at the satellite dish, though, right?
yeah.
So
You get the interceptor communications. There actually are.
if I drop a time site, can I see who's doing it?
Yeah.
I'm dropping a time site.
Is that a general or investigative?
It's an investigative ability.
All right. You
I
see
pop it. I literally just peek back into the past.
Yep. You know exactly what
At least get a face, you know.
No, you recognize it.
Okay.
It is an acolyte green beam. One of the acolytes. When Karen became an energy being, she split into 3 different colors, and so many. It's a common name.
Okay.
But there's only one green beam here on this particular pilgrimage site.
Okay. Leave the tap in.
Yeah.
Toddle on back to the group.
so do you let us know about that or?
I'm toddling back to the group, and I don't know what's happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay. We were covering with.
Look at this. This one's advertising clear crystal meat. It's
Yes.
clear meat.
Yes, that's very interesting. Would you like to get crystal meat boxes?
No, I really wouldn't.
Like a subscription meat per month?
No, I prefer to hunt it myself.
Would you? There's a subscription hunt. Would you like that? One hunt a month?
I believe in the spontaneous.
They release one thing for you to hunt.
I literally cannot stand a word you're saying. Please don't.
Oh, would you? If you know, I could talk less if you let it sign up for a preferred payer plan. It's just a
Urge
small
to commit violence rising.
Now, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are your feelings on the software developer known as Adbloticus?
Adbloticus?
Adbloticus.
The EA is that the acronym for that one?
No, that's AAB Adbloticus. So
Adblock. Oh, heretics.
yeah.
Heretics.
Why that?
Criminals, degenerates.
So why is that? I'm curious.
Oh, they're it's against
Wait,
everything.
what about that one guy, McTaffy? Didn't he go a little crazy?
He's a warlord and a criminal, and should be put in space jail.
So what about that one guy, Malcolm Airbites?
Okay. All right. So
This goes on for 2 hours.
yeah, you don't get anything useful. You're not sparing your points, but you.
Well, I'm waiting for to get
Yeah,
information.
you come back.
Okay, I found the. I toddle back. I toddle in. Throw up a mock salute.
Duchamp comes back.
Are you sharing this with us over?
Well,
channels?
are you? Is
I have an internal comm if you want to start saying that because I can hear you and then we can bring the information. So
Find Acolyte Green Bee.
okay, we did have actually a question for it's like what would be the transaction cost to be able to talk to some of the different acolytes? Particularly, we've actually heard one really good reviews for one from a Green Beam.
Oh, what reviews? Her eYelp profile is very meager. She's very new.
Well, it's more or less.
Tell her we're very underground.
It's been. It's like primarily intern work, especially. That's like with what essentially would be almost laser work. Essentially, looking. That's like different ones.
That's
before
not
she
an
came through.
Corvinia application at all.
So
It
it came through. It's like spaced in.
Space it. Well, I'm sorry. I have to conduct an internal review now.
I read it on the bathroom wall.
Oh well. Okay. I understand this goes against most of your other policies, but I'm willing to make you a deal here. Just if we can talk to her one-on-one, I can. It's like assure you that this particular issue will be. It's like taken care of, and she can be returned into your fold without any of this record dirtying up your organization.
Oh no! It's not for us. It's for your protection.
But we want to protect ourselves and also self-reliance, right? And also, that's like taking right now. Why don't I make a generous donation at the time too? So yay, negotiation.
Negotiation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can give up 2 of your cred points.
Okay.
And with that would work.
Okay, I'll do that in negotiation.
All right, so you upgrade to premium payer, and he calls for Acolyte Greenbeam to show up.
Okay.
And so Thea Ballard, you're here at this point. She says, "Yes, hello."
So, and I would be paying for the full privacy room too. So,
okay.
Wait, did this just get creepy?
Yeah, a little bit. She's like, "No, I have to be here because I have to supervise." Acolyte hasn't done questions or anything like that before, but it'll be us. Here, we'll move to the room without advertisements.
That's excellent.
Yes. So, it's you, micro transaction, Acolyte Greenbeam, and you 4.
okay, so at least off of that has, except for just being what he is Micro given us any reason not to trust him?
I don't
It's
know.
up to us.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
up
be
to how
honest.
much we're willing to pay him.
I think Havoc should talk to them. Havoc's good at these things.
Havoc.
I'm not Havoc.
Havoc.
I'm not a third-rate X-Man.
Whoa,
said
whoa, keep slamming.
I wrote down Havoc. I'm sorry.
It's Havoc.
Havoc.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
even read X-Force when they were
I'm
kids.
good at talking to people too, but in a different way.
Well, she's there as the guy.
So
I have shared with the group that this is the person that's been accessing the sound.
Yeah. Everyone knows. Except Bob.
So let us get comfortable.
Yeah.
Acolyte Green Bean.
Beam.
Beam.
Yeah.
My apologies.
He likes beans.
Helping or hurting?
I'm sorry, I'm hungry.
We all are. So, what do you do here, Acolyte?
Oh, I'm learning the history of the spa and how Corinne and I'm helping maintain the actual spa the spa room she stayed in. Maintenance and writing a fully script for it under supervision.
What types of things do you perform maintenance on? Like, what needs to be serviced in such a luxurious place?
Oh, the tub, the space jacuzzi, the space showers, and that sort of thing.
So, in concern for privacy, I must ask, do you service any of the communications?
What? No, that would be odd for an acolyte to do.
Stare awkwardly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm just wanting to make sure that someone who works on the communication systems wouldn't be able to hear or transmit our confession.
Micro, you should deal with their concerns. I'm qualified. I should perform penance right now. And she gets up to leave.
So she should perform penance because she is working on the communication system?
No, because I'm unqualified to.
Actually, I'll speak behind her like this. No, it's okay. We're really enjoying this conversation.
Micro's like, whoa, please do not, no.
They're like, no, it's a massage. It's very soothing.
We're in a spa.
Taking your hands
I'm
up.
I'm not moving them.
Yeah.
It's okay. There's always a happy. Never mind.
Micro at this point is like, hey, wait a minute. Are you suspecting Acolyte Green Beam of some sort of
My associates believe that someone is using your communication dish and is accessing it from the hipster camp.
Wait, I'll translate. Ready? Corporations hate what somebody's doing with your communications. You won't believe what happens next.
heretic?
Okay, that should be a point.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She freaks out. She tries to run.
I have my hands on her.
Well, she's Rye. Give me a scuffling check.
Okay.
Are you spending points?
I am.
How many points?
I'm gonna spend 2 whole points.
Okay.
And it's also boosted.
Okay.
Lordy.
Ooh, she got a 5. Sorry, she's been 1.
He's okay. 7.
All right. Yeah. She tries to get up, but TK holds her, prevents her from running. She gets panicked.
Innocent people don't normally run. Okay. Are you scared? You shouldn't be. We're fine. It's all fine. But
we must call the. This is an offensive. So I assume you explained to Micro what they are.
Yes.
Oh. Please. He says we will deal with her crimes at a time, but we'll ask her whatever you need to.
So, who do you truly work for?
That will be somebody have interrogation. I think that's.
yes, I do.
All right. Do you want to spend a point of interrogation?
I totes do.
All right, you spend a point of interrogation. She's not she breaks pretty easily.
You hand her a peanut butter sandwich and hold the milk back.
Look, it's easy to get into debt as a hip star. I was eating avocado toast. I was taking avocado toast 2 or 3 times a day.
The
Have
food,
you no shame, madam?
Yeah,
the food or the inhalant?
the inhalant, of course.
Well, that's your problem
Who
right
eats
there.
an inhalant? She doesn't know of it. Nobody knows of it as food. It's just a trot. But then this mercenary came, Luzi or Zilu, something like that. Anyway, well, she calls herself Inspiration now. I'm the one who told her how to look like a hip star, and she's the one. She told me to infiltrate the Karenites and play along with their dopey schemes in order to just run the satellite dish so she could talk to her boss.
And I'm like, as long as the creds are coming, I can wipe my debt out. I'm fine. You know, a year of this, I'd be fucking debt free. But it's not worth getting killed over from some crazy lasers.
Hey, you're not crazy.
Her boss.
Who is her boss?
I don't
She's just
know.
delightful.
Someone. She says that he's.
She
never met the
scam
boss.
you.
She met one of his agents. She
can see your death through
on
time.
Perdition. The bunker of the Forgotten General on Perdition. Let's see here. That's where she met the middleman. And he wanted a lot of people on this planet.
Do you have any thoughts as to why? You've been relaying these communications. You worked with Inspiration.
I don't know.
This better not be for some mass sacrifice, because we will not have that.
What? Well, I think it was probably a real estate scheme or something.
Yeah. Reverse gentrification.
Yeah.
Or maybe, the guy has the claim to it, wants to make it look like it's a fully populated, civilized world before selling it, and it's only only 5% of this planet is actually
well, if nobody else is really fully owning it, and you just have what are essentially
Numbers. Just
not hoarders.
numbers. It's squatters.
Squatters, thank you.
They just
Squatters on here too. They can pull a nice little eminent domain / civil forfeiture and.
Yeah, I have no idea. I figure it's money or something, or maybe it's a politics thing. There's a big anti-synth culture movement. Maybe you want to make them look bad. Maybe it's to make the Karenites look bad. I don't know. I don't care. I know enough that these kind of schemes blow up solar, get wars started and shit like that. There's something going on in the moon too. She was telling me she was hearing word from some of the rebels she talks to that they're digging something big up on the moon. Maybe it has something to do with that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
look, I'm low on the food chain. I don't need friends like that. I'll take my punishment though.
Oh, well, I wonder if that was also what. Do you know anything about the other ships that basically get stuck here? What's happening to them?
Oh yeah, she's handling that. She's got a crew of rebels that she's been using. And a couple other of those hip stars that are in debt to her. Monkey Wrench any ship. All the ships are sabotaged at this point. I mean, they can all be repaired eventually, but the whole thing is she's running around 24/7 making sure nobody wants to leave. That's her job. And eventually there's going to be enough inertia that people aren't going to leave. Once people get used to this and just living a drugged out life. In the desert, At least until the water dries up, or they run,
Ran out of power?
Yeah.
Slow grin creeps across.
Yeah, that'd do it too. Well, no, she said something about eventually all the ships are going to. She doesn't have to wait much longer because in a week all the ships are going to fry, and then they're stuck here. So.
How's that going to happen?
I guess okay. I mean, the ship, the spa here has a nice reactor. I have AC. I don't have to worry about that.
But the ship's frying?
Well,
At the festival, not here.
Why would they fry?
Some sort of overload on the grid. I mean, they're using a fucking junked reactor from a wrecked freighter.
Wait, so they know it's happening.
I used to go to engineering school. Then I got hooked on avocado toast.
well, since you have offended...
I was going to buy a house, but then avocado toast ruined my life.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Avocado toast turned my life
Macro,
around.
she has offended your people.
Yes.
I'm still
And
holding.
you have delivered.
I'm still holding her. By the way.
Yeah. We will put her on a ship to. We will put her on a ship to Grindia. Well, she will scan planets for as punishment, and many other boring tasks.
And all of us internally go, ooh.
Yeah.
I lean up, put a hand underneath. Green bean, do you like corn?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Walk off.
As she goes, she just says the funniest things.
Well, off to the gold farm for me.
Well, she's glad you didn't kill her or torture her. So, let's see here. So, what time is it? 9:30. We can keep going. You guys, yep.
So
I can go till 10.
So
Yeah.
should we keep looking into the water?
At this point, you check
shut
your
reactor
trap,
Yeah.
and it's got a xenopredator in it.
Hello. Well, hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, you gonna fly back and pick it up?
Yes.
So, all right. So you fly back to the damn site. Or,
Can I eat the rest of this when we're done?
So who's? It's in a cage. Someone has to pick it up.
So yeah, I'll get
You want me to pick it up?
Sure.
You're bringing it up.
Yeah.
All right. You give me sense trouble checks.
All right. Sense trouble. I'll drop. Well, it's a boost. I'll just drop one. But yeah, so that's +2 total, I think.
Yeah, I do have sense trouble.
No, just those two.
4.
Okay.
6.
All right. It turns and hisses at you. You're like, haha, that's adorable. And then you're like, oh, glands. And it's, yeah. Give me athletics.
Both of us are just him.
Just him.
Okay.
You're the one approaching. Because you're psychic.
Yeah.
Right?
You
Give me
should know.
athletics. Yeah.
I'd say it like a second too late.
As it's spitting venom at you.
Oh, that's not glands.
7.
All right. She dodged out of the way of the venom.
Ha!
It's not acid, it's venom, so it doesn't hit or anything.
Can we get a cloth or something to wrap this cage in?
Preparedness.
Preparedness for
Did you bring a
tarp?
a field.
It's a top.
Or do you have preparedness?
Who does?
Technically, everyone has preparedness.
We should all have it. He did not take it.
I know,
It's a
I-
horrible mistake. I'm just holding on.
Do I have a tarp? No.
I'm checking.
I have a tarp.
All right, he has a tarp. So with the tarp, it spits venom at the tarp, but it's a soft plastic thing. It's not acid, so you can.
One from there.
It's very awkward, but the four of you, adult mercenaries who have survived a war, intergalactic war, can get a cage in a land speeder.
As for speeding away,
As there is a hissing
I wish it
and
would stop.
shitting xenopredator.
I wish it would stop
The
doing
land
that.
speeder now smells awful.
I was about to be.
Yeah, we've been in war.
Yeah.
Can't remember it.
It
But
smells
we've
like
been in
hot garbage.
We can 3D print a new one.
All right, so you can either dissect, study it. How are you studying it? Now that it's a living creature, you're not just killing it. So how are you studying it?
So let's see. Well, that's a good question. So
Yeah, you could shoot the non-lethal disruptor.
That's true. Just knock
through
it
the
out.
tarp into it.
But yeah, we'll basically do that to knock it out and then study it while it's unconscious.
Okay.
No tears now.
Where are you physically doing this, by the way?
Doc, can we actually do that in the loading bay of our ship?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Why?
You're
It
parked at the
smells.
spa. Yeah, you're parked at the spa.
If he does this in the ship, I will constantly complain.
Well, he's doing it in the ship. Barry's like, well, no, he's passed out by now.
Yeah.
He decrypted things and then he passed out.
He's
Yeah.
crashing.
All right, but
Crashing
you need to
hard.
be on it just in case it does wake up. So
All right, so
Okay,
you
well
disrupt it.
first I'm going to tilt his head so he doesn't choke on his own vomit.
Okay, well, first you disrupt it.
yeah.
And it screeches in pain and shits and pisses itself.
Just like home.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like a Gungan or something. I don't know. I just don't like
Never
it.
say that again.
I don't even know what that means.
But eventually it thunks to the ground. So you pull out back the tarp. The tarp is now ruined, by the way.
Are you a scientist? You are a scientist, right?
So
I do have zoology.
you can study it. Do you have any more points in zoology?
I do not. So
Okay.
I have a point in zoology.
Yay!
All right,
And I'm a medic.
all right. So you can
I'm a
study
doctor,
it.
you know.
What else do you want to know about it?
See about what that's like. You might be allergic to. What that's like any kind of thing, biological defenses other than just the glands itself. So it's obviously
All right, so you
venomous.
spend the point in zoology.
Yes.
It must be. You're guessing sensitive to radiation. It does have. You can tell the type of glands, radio glands, or I don't know what you would call a radiation sense gland, but it has one of those.
Radiologically sensitive gland.
Yeah, or organ.
Yeah.
A rad.
Yeah. So it's definitely aware of radiation and can maneuver around it. It has night vision. It can jump. It can climb. It has venoms, deadly neurotoxin.
Apparently, some
venoms.
very full and fertile venom glands from the looks of it.
Oh no, it spent them all. It's also you also have to wear gloves. It's also immune to its own venom, but it has a lot of it on it, so you have to treat it. You're doing this in the loading bay of your ship. You have a table to strap it onto, and someone give me a practice roll for a muzzle, I guess, that you can stop a venom creature from speeding.
I can forensic engineering.
Yeah.
All
You can just spend that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll say that's a zero spend if you have forensic engineering.
Yeah, I've got it. I can just be like, and I'm also a mechanic type thing, so it's just like
Belt.
bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
Make those
So,
Do we get the sense of can we actually kind of from all the
it's
other?
a nocturnal predator. It's probably also UV light. It probably doesn't like. So
All right,
harsh sunlight. It lays eggs.
Do I have to make a gamma ray boombox?
It's a hermaphrodite. So one of them can lay a lot of fertilized eggs.
Okay. So looking from where we at, do we know if they're actually extra sensitive to particular types of radiation? One or a
You
type
have to
or-
dissect it to do that.
Okay.
So let's do that. That's what we're here for.
Okay. So I guess that's where we're gonna have to go. So
Okay. So you're going to euthanize
Yeah.
it then.
dissect it. So
all right.
You want me to just here?
that's
All right.
okay.
You can do that. All right. So he snaps its neck.
Okay.
Then you cut her open. You already spent your point. So, yeah, it's definitely sensitive to nuclear fuels and things like that.
So that's probably why I was steering clear of the
Uh,
wreck. So
Probably. Probably why it also stays clear at the festival, because there's a lot of ships with their own nuclear engines.
okay.
Smaller ones. I actually have not researched. I need to read up more about the spaceship technology in the Senate. So
Sci-fi hand
So what, you said what you're saying is you're going to feel foolish if they have like singularity engines. It's allergic.
They
to
all
black
are
holes.
powered by unobtainium.
All right. So would it be possible for our for Sean to use his it's like his forensic engineering to create up a device
Or I
that
can
would
systems design.
system design or forensic engineering to create up a device that would mimic enough high UV radiation, or at least mimic
How's
another
this gamma ray flashlight?
yeah, that would work.
Yeah. So I guess
basically throw it in there and then let it go off.
Do you want a grenade or a beam?
Well, actually, it would probably be alpha or beta gamma. You don't want lingering radiation because you are
Okay,
doing
well,
this at the
So,
day
we went
after.
shortwave. So
Yeah. You don't want to have it like
the water will be pure.
it's so pure.
like Bikini Atoll. You know,
So I'm making a radiation flashlight.
All right.
That way, instead of a bomb, we can direct it and keep it running and not be at risk ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do that. Yeah. So
So
that
do you want to
takes some
spin
time.
or roll or what?
No, it's a spend, right?
All right. Yeah. So I'll just drop a couple points of systems
You just
design.
want it's one. It's a pretty simple.
Okay. All right. In that case, great.
And you have time, and you're not really in a hurry.
So can I make a few, or is that like one spend per? Or?
Yeah, it'd be one spend per.
I'll make
You
two.
need more than one? I guess
They're
that's
fun.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
I mean, what if I want to like shine radiation in somebody's face?
Yeah, what if? Yeah, sorry.
I could cook popcorn with it.
Because you're going to bring up the Farnsworth F.
I literally test it by going,
Hey guys, check this out. Look at, watch.
And then it's just like the Farnsworth
Ow,
F ray.
my
It's
sperm.
burned. Yeah, exactly.
You weren't going to use it anyways. It's okay.
So,
Try it again. Oh, it doesn't work now.
With that spend, yeah, you can basically two people with the flashlights can like drive out the fire.
we've got 2 radiation flashlights. I just like that phrase.
All right,
It sounds very Asimov.
So I assume you wait until morning.
Yes.
Wait.
Well, actually, yeah.
Once we're done with it,
Yeah.
I'm eating it.
All right, roll. Make a health check. Do you have? I don't know if there's clearly not a cooking ability, but do you have? Do you want to? How are you preparing this?
I'm just.
You eating it raw?
That's kind of what we do.
Okay, health check.
6.
All right. All right.
And now I'm going to roll to see how it is.
Sure.
4. It's actually it's got some taste. Interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I really like to try one of its eggs too, but
All right.
okay. So I call this Xenopredator.
How are you
Yeah,
rating?
you can name the species.
Oh wow! All right, how are you rating this on Space Yelp?
4 out of 6.
For neurotoxic venom.
That gives it
Well,
spice.
he didn't eat the venom.
Dude, I'm not silly.
The ambient venom in the system does, in fact, give it a little more kick.
The muscles and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Okay, damn Xenopredator.
The damn Xenopredator. Wait, didn't we say it was a gator or something?
Gator dog.
Gator dog, yeah.
Gator dog bug.
Gator dog. Bug.
Gator dog is my
The venom
CB
gator
handler.
dog. Anyways.
Yeah, I guess so we can go down there and then basically plan to have everything shut off on
All
our
right,
side.
so wait until morning.
Yeah.
Um,
So we can go down there. Do we want to actually coordinate it so we alter the water and shut off the reactor?
Honestly, frankly, if we just get in there, I've got a switch. I push a button. That's it.
And everything goes back to...
So, you do that. Yeah, you go there the next morning because I assume you don't want to go there at night.
No.
When they're active.
Yeah, no. We better not deal with nocturnal predators.
And of course, you know, just driving out of the dam is going to kill them all because they're nocturnal and they're hurt by UV light.
Time,
Yeah.
All right.
time kills everything.
Well, at this point, there's a greater issue coming up. So.
All right. So you drive them all out. They all, or that it's not yipping. It's more like, yeah. It's like,
Hey, TK, look, they're self-cooking.
yep.
Like,
Sorry.
well, in a sense, I think that's true. I mean, if you look at it logically and with all reason, that yes, I think that could be possibly what's going on here.
Yeah,
Don't
and they
even-
all run out into the party. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Making you deal with your shit.
You're driving towards a festival.
No.
Can we?
No, we are not.
Yeah, you could get a big a tarp over a big box.
Oh,
Run into the box.
the running
and
in the
then
game, the dog
Yeah,
gator.
yeah. Just pull the
Gator
box.
dogs.
Gator dog.
Exciting.
So,
No.
but yeah, you which two are you using the flashlights? I assume you and.
Yeah,
1, 2,
so-
3, not it.
Yeah,
I made them. You guys get to use them. Shit, man.
Okay, so the
Also, for the
man-
record, my
TK.
reach is less, and therefore I can't aim as high.
Okay.
I'm tiny.
So TK and let's see here,
Fuga.
illustrious. Just wave the flashlight around at the dam, and then they open the door up, and you eventually hear them skittering out, and then spazzing out as they all basically die.
We're good people.
Well, it's not native to the planet. You know that much.
Yeah.
So it's an
dead?
invasive
Species stuff.
that pack is.
All right, I'm gonna grab one of their eggs. Try that.
They don't have any eggs on them. They're in the nest.
That's what I mean. Like, so didn't we kill all the ones in the nest?
You killed the actual creatures. You have to make a spend to find the eggs. Eggs are hidden.
Spend what?
Okay.
I don't know.
We do need to get into the nest to mess with the water, though.
Yeah, so and that's why
Yeah, it's
once
safe.
they're
You
out
just-
Thancred, you're going to
They're
come in
hidden.
with me.
You
So
need to spend something to find them because they're hidden.
Surveillance.
Nope.
all right. Well, I think he's doing that. Thancred and I will go to the controls and get that set up.
It's finding a needle in a haystack. It's a big dam, and they're tiny eggs.
I'm trying to find what
It's a big
skill.
damn what, Ross?
I'm trying to find what skill that would be.
Obviously, zoology would work. Let's see here. Forensics, engineering would work. Evidence collection would work. Evidence collection would be perfect for that.
Oh, yeah.
Biosignatures.
Oh, there you go.
Does anyone have any of those?
I do.
I can collect evidence. I don't do biosignatures.
Okay,
because
could you find the eggs for me?
Once we're done.
this would be the issue.
No,
of actually,
we also we have to get the eggs out of here, or there's just going to be a whole new batch of them.
right, we need to clear out the eggs. This is an
Well, good
infestation.
job. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
Besides, if the eggs are good, I'll take care of them.
You do whatever the hell you do with them.
Egg sucker.
All right, so you get the eggs.
That away.
I am.
I don't see your will defense here.
When we get in there, what are we doing with the water again? Am I just shutting it off? I
No.
just shut it off. I just turned that valve. I just turned that valve.
Yeah, you can allocate.
I'm
We're
Well, you can see some of the water is still going into the spa, and then most of the water is going
wait, which,
towards
that valve?
the hip stars. So you can change the ratio as like I'll say it's 30-70 right now.
I'm throwing it to the
30
group
goes-
right now. Like, what do you want me to do?
So-
I
You
drop.
also make some sort of spin to try and figure out what the best way to would be.
I've got industrial design.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to spin that?
Yeah.
All right. Industrial design, you could look at the logs and see what the water usage of the spa was before the hip stars showed up.
Okay.
And then basically you see that. And then you can see the hip. You can also then shut off parts of the water of the hip stars. So you see that they have essential water, for water, but they also have fountains and.
Can I wire it into my clicker?
Sure.
So later on, if we need to adjust it.
The goddamn doomstick.
So basically, the spa's water usage is consistent. They need about 41% of the water, and they seem to be kind of stable. They're not growing too fast. People come and go. It's a pilgrimage site.
Yeah.
So I'm basically
With
hooking
one-
up the automated systems
So
to
the usage of the festival is going up because more people keep showing up, but they have non-essential water usage. So you could cut off enough to give them both what they need, and then cut off the frivolous uses of the water. And then have enough to let the festival grow even more, or just have it, or let the water return it back to the the water table.
Okay. I relay this to the group and say, do you want it hardwired, or do you want me to just do it on the spot to fuck with people? I can do that.
I think at this point we need a hardwire. So just to make sure it is there, it is.
I wouldn't mind to
change.
replenish the water table too.
So withhold 20%, give 41.39.
So
Yeah,
that's a fair
Sure.
one because we're also trying to slow the party because this is inevitable. This is also a detriment.
The festival will know that their water usage has changed because their fountains turn off.
I'm actually going to do something kind of horrible, and the group
Okay.
can stop me if they like. I'm going to drop a point of explosive devices to booby trap the door on the way out so nobody fucks with it.
Okay.
Because,
All right. So by the time you do that, and you guys leave, and you set up the trap, you can see a land
find
speeder
the
heading
eggs.
towards you.
we got that. So, okay.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Which part?
A land speeder's already heading toward you.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. So I'm gonna okay that. So
All right. So you see some festival goers,
Yeah.
hip stars heading towards the dam.
yeah,
We will. I guess we'll stand in front of it.
yeah. I'll just
So
stand.
they stop and they're like,
Hi.
"Oh,
Afternoon.
hey, what are you guys doing?"
We are making general repairs over to this area.
We're restoring the balance.
Hey
So
man, look, we need our fountains back. It's
No, you
killing our
don't.
groove.
You really don't.
so well.
Whoa, who
And
made
this-
you water man?
Baron.
Baron. Yeah.
Bug.
I did.
I just eat one of the eggs raw in front of them.
Okay, roll these eggs. First, make a health check.
Damn it, Tom! If you throw up, it's going to be funny.
6. That's health.
Okay, roll again.
And
Your
now
flavor town.
let's see how it is. And it's a 2. Not very good.
Ranch hose optional, but recommended.
So, I don't understand that because I don't know what that thing that you're eating is. But anyway,
Well, see, here's,
You want one?
here's what's going to
Oh.
go. It's like going down at this point and pulling up negotiation. You can either decide to go into that, try to go into that door, in which we have. It's like we have blocked off in a way for your own protection in case any of those predators should come back. But that means that you will be putting your own life in danger.
You should walk
This
through the
is-
door.
Yeah, it's like you can choose
okay,
to go ahead.
okay, walk.
Do you stop them?
Yes.
You can't spend negotiations for this because, again, they don't believe you, or they don't. It's not going to get through their head. Like you don't have something to meet. The thing that they want is the water back. They're
Right.
just going to go to the dam.
So, does somebody want to try to stop them? Somebody who's
I
strong?
can't.
Somebody who can talk people out of things? Somebody who might be concerned about human or whatever life?
My reassurance is done.
All right.
So somebody else has to.
Like, I literally have nothing. So
Foundation would work great.
I'm calling their bluff.
I'm good at making threats. That's what I do.
Well, this would be a time to do it.
Yes, it'd be a great time.
The balance has been restored to the way it is. If you tried to undo that balance, it would result in me greatly unbalancing you.
All right, do you have intimidation?
I toast you.
How many points are you spending?
I'll spend 2.
Okay, yeah, they fucking run.
Get in the game.
And that's also boosted, so that only
Yeah, no, they're not coming back to the dam.
I pat TK on the side. You're a nice bug.
Well, thank you.
All right.
You're really nice too.
No, I was going to get them killed. Then just toddle off.
I know, she is she is just a scamp, isn't she?
So now should we go? Should we go have him a talk with our? That's like find inspiration.
What he said.
All right.
Okay.
Her real name is Lucy Liu.
As you're doing that, as you're heading towards the festival, following after the guys who are just speeding out of the lane, so trying to get away from you desperately. Think you're chasing them, so they're very actually turn away from the festival. You can see a large group of cattle heading towards there, and driven by rebels. Punks on horses, because that's what the rebels look like.
Mad Max, like Mohawk shit. Awesome. Cattle punk. Splenda.
Yep. But as you're doing that, you can also see a group of Kareninites coming in their own land speeders, and some of them are carrying weapons.
Great.
So
We should probably try to keep the peace. It is our job.
yeah. So we'll stop there because can you guys stop a riot? Because hey, you told them that they had the micro, of course, told everybody that there was a spy in our midst sent by someone from the festival for devious purposes. He also didn't tear down the communication satellite or try and hack it.
I just read it. I mean, nobody told me to do anything else. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
give me direction.
some of the Karenites aren't as pacifistic as the leaders. And then, of course, the rebels are wanting payment for their cows that they rustled. They rustled some jammies.
I'm going to have some fresh steak if I have to kill somebody.
Well, there's a lot of potential steak right in front of you.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I am totally actually keeping a food journal on the back of my sheet.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So, comments, discussions about Ashen Stars so far.
No, I like
fun.
it so far.
Yeah.
Loving the
My
set.
second game of it. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Dan, having fun? All right. Cool. Well, we'll see what happens. Will it all go up in smoke, or will the heroes save the day?
The Battle of the Five Parties?
Or will
Yeah.
they choke?
Yeah, all right. The Battle of Five Parties.
Sorry.
At Sacred Cow Fire Festival. See you guys next time.
See you guys next time.